coming. You're part of the Sparkada, right?
Yes po, yes
How
po.
old are you?
I'm
if you don't
15
mind?
po. Turning 16 this October.
15,
16 on the 16th.
16. Wow.
Yes,
Okay.
Magka-same lang kami.
Dapat pala hindi ko sinabing season si Marian. Tapos pinasabi ko sa kanya yung age niya. Kasi 15 turning 16. How's your experience so far with the entire crew? Because you guys are like one big group, right?
Yes po, yes po.
Kamusta?
I really love it actually. Parang hindi ko po naranasan yung hirap. And yeah, it was super fun. Basically, in short, super fun experience. And I love each and every one of them. So, hi to my Sparkada. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for having another family.
Well, it's your first family in GMA, di ba?
Yes,
But are you the youngest of the batch?
No.
No.
Yeah, I'm the second
Wow,
one, actually.
second
Yes.
youngest. Kasi lahat sila bata yan. But let's go to the seasoned singer. Joke lang. Pero lang, hindi po. Marian, of course, is a champion of the Clash. Ikaw, Marian, hindi ko natatanong yung performance mo kasi nakakailangan na dito. Sanay ka naman. Kahit saan ka ilagay, di ba? Nag-abroad ka pa. Okay, kamusta ka naman ngayon? Ikaw.
Okay naman. Yeah, enjoying life.
Enjoying life.
Yes.
Congratulate pa natin si Marian because she graduated rather. From college. July. Congratulations. Ang pakiramdam na hindi ka na potentially hindi ka na mag-aaral sa buong buhay mo. Hindi, biro lang. Siyempre, tapos ka na mag-aaral.
Namimiss ko mag-aral. Legit. Kapag nag-graduate ka na, parang namimiss mo yung college life.
Wow. Marian, be careful what you wish for.
Ay,
Kasi, di naman.
Depende.
Sige. Pa-invite natin sila kasi syempre, ito, first time to ni Tanya, first time to be performing in the NCAA. So, bigyan ka namin ng chance to invite everybody if you have shows coming up or how can they follow you on social media? Yeah. So, Tanya.
Hi, hello po. Ako po si Tanya Ramos again, and I will be a part of this youth-oriented show called Love is Caught in His Arms. Soon on GMA, I will be with Sofia Pablo and Alan Ansay and some of my Sparkada members. And if you want to stay updated with me, you guys can follow my social media platforms, Tanya Isabel Ramos on IG and Tanya Ramos on my Facebook page.
Okay,
Yun
Tanya,
lang po. Thank you.
good luck and congratulations.
Thank you
with that.
po. Thank you.
Congratulations. Si Marian naman.
Ayun po mga kapuso, All Out Sundays, every Sunday sa Queendom po. And if you want to follow me on social media, Marian Isabel po. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram. Thank you.
There you go. Thank you so much. Our halftime performers today, Marian Isabel and Tanya Ramos, joining us here on the show. Pero, speaking of, hindi halftime to pre-game to. Pero naka-break pa rin, hindi basketball action. Sisilipin natin ngayon yung Pregame Rituals ng kakapanalo lang kanina na JRU Heavy Bombers. Ito po, let's watch this. This is our dugout raid.
Dito nagaganap ang mga preparasyon at ngayon, hahalukayin natin ang kanilang mga emosyon. Dugout raid na ba? Game on! Para tayo nasa loob ng gym, no? Makikita natin na meron silang mga training na ginagawa. Okay, tatanungin kita. Ito, anong ginagawa mo ngayon? Anong kind of stretch to?
Activation.
Activation, no? Kala ko may Bluetooth.
Para ma-activate yung muscles para wala iwas injury, mama.
Pakitaan mo naman kami ng mga activation moves mo dyan. Wow! Okay, 1, 2. Alright, tara, puntahan naman natin yung iba. Ayan. Bakit ka tinetape ngayon? Ano to? Anong mga preparation to?
Hindi, para ng safety lang din. Para sa tapilok, miwas lang.
Wait, ito, right now, dito may nakikita tayo na ganun-ganun, no? Ito, anong ginagawa mo?
Pampaano ng legs, te?
Okay, pakitaan mo kami ng moves. Paano ba yan? Yahoo! Wow! Parang medyo tumigil silang lahat nung pumasok tayo dito. Pero ito ang gusto ko talaga. Merong pasiesta tayo this afternoon. May pasiesta tayo. So, kamusta naman po ang rest natin before today's game?
Ano lang muna, relax lang yung utak.
Wala yung
Kalma lang yung utak.
Kalma yung utak, kaya yung bola nakalagay dun sa ulo niya para head in the game. Head in the game talaga. Ito, si team captain, Rai De La Rosa. So, what exercise is this?
This is a single leg sit to stand.
kind of just gets my quads activated, my legs activated, getting ready for the game.
Alright, show us your moves, Rai. Ayun, para iwas injury tayo for today's game. Pero matanong kita, Rai, do you have any pre-game rituals that you do before coming in today's game?
Oh yeah, I call my parents, my family members in San Diego, make sure I check up on them. They check up on me.
Ayaw nilang gumalaw pag nandito ako. Pero ano pang, ito. Nagpe-pray. Akala ko nagpe-pray ka lang, pero parang sina-channel niya yung inner Manny Pacquiao. Okay, ano tong mga ginagawa natin before today?
Ano lang po, parang focus lang po. Nag-iisip lang po ng mga possibilities sa court.
Pero bakit nakatago yung mukha mo? Meron ka bang
Wala pong magulo sa ano po.
May pa-mysterious pala to, no? Paano yung pa-mysterious effect natin dyan? Pakita mo naman sa ating cameraman. Ano ba? Alright, so I think that's all that they're doing right now on the dugout. So this is Safira Dallas again for the Dugout Raid.
Yan po, ating dugout raid kasama si Miss Sofia Rodelas. Thank you so much, Sofia. Great job. What can you say about it? Yun pala yung mga sekreto ng JRE Heavy Bombers, ha?
Locked in for the game, warming up, yung mga pahiyang, whatever rocks your boat to get you prepared for the game. Yan naman ginagawa ng mga players.
Grabe kasi yung performance nila kanina against the San Beda Red Lions. Again, that was a big first half that they had. Coach Hammer, hinabol sila sa huli ng San Beda. But this is what I like about JRU now. They're learning how to close out games.
Closing out games dahil karamihan ng mga laro nila, almost all of their games went to the end game except for the EAC game na medyo malaki yung kanilang lamang. But yun yung learning mo, and that would be the wisdom that you bring towards the latter part of the season, especially when you're building up for a Final Four push.
Right, kitang-kita mo yung diferensya nung JRU team that faced the Letran Knights that came up short. They battled in that game but came up short in their second game of the season. Second game of the season, pagkatapos nun, umabante na itong laban or laro ng JRU.
They just really wanted it. A lot of offensive rebounds. Mas maraming rebounds ang San Beda, 42-41. But Keystat was 17 offensive rebounds compared to 10 by the JRU Heavy Bombers. And sinabi ko na sa'yo kanina, Keystat 19 missed box outs by San Beda the whole game.
And it's been like that. Nakikita na natin yan mula sa JRU Heavy Bombers in Season 97 from our mini setup in Lasal Green Hills. Napakasipa, naglalaro. Yun nga lang, shot making wasn't there yet. This year, they added, their main pieces.
AJ Miranda,
they're good.
John Amores, and Rai De La Rosa, plus nabigyan ng pagkakataon si Giab maglaro as their 4 guy. Better fit for their system, doesn't need the ball that much. In game kanina, ilang beses. Breakdown, pass and cut, drop pass kay Giab. Isang penetration, scramble ang defense, drop pass na naman kay Giab. Pati si Coach Topex napapa. Then, kasi ang ganda ng execution nila towards the end game.
Even hit a three-pointer earlier. Itong si Giab.
Yun yung pamatay sunog kasi San Beda was making a run. And then, nagka-scramble na naman sa depensa, popping out on the left wing side. Nakashoot ng 3-point shot. Angat na naman sa Siyam yung lamang ng San Beda, JRU sa San Beda.
Okay, what do you think of our second game today? Because we're not yet done with the action. First game pa lang yun. Meron tayong second game dito. Susunod, Perpetual ALTAS, nag-aanap ulit ng panalo. Pero ito namang EAC Generals, ang kanilang makakalaban, still searching for the first victory of Season 98. Thoughts?
We'll see. We'll see if the guards will step up because we called them out and if they would hear that call and prove us wrong.
Right. Pero syempre, ako po magko-cover nito. Ang mga kasama ko po dito ang nag-iisang, we will never doubt this guy. Coach Topex!
Mainit pa.
Robinson,
mainit pa.
Coach, relax Relax lang. Relax ang puso mo.
Ganyan talaga yung effect ko kay Coach Topex pag nakikita ko. Kahit na naglalaro pa ako.
Pero alam mo lagi yung kalmado si Coach Topex.
Super.
Okay, so that's gonna be for our next game today. Abangan niyo po mga kapuso, Perpetual kontra EAC. This is gonna be a great matchup. Of course, Perpetual, situation sa team standings. Gusto nilang kumawala dyan sa gitna. Ito namang EAC, of course, they are the host school. So, talagang may pride talaga.
Oo, hanap na
Kailangan.
panalo yan.
So, abangan po natin yan. Coach Hammer, thank you so much for joining.
Thank you, Martin. Pleasure's mine.
There you go. That is Coach Hammer, Martin Antonio, and this has been Martin Javier for another edition of the show. This has been your favorite in-between sports and entertainment show. Ito po ang Game On!
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines is quite difficult.
Yun yung engineer niyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga ba tila nabura sa kasaysayan ang sistema ng pagsusulat na ito?
Always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam.
Life hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At mga makabagong solusyon sa pang-araw-araw nating pamumuhay.
Actually creates a huge impact.
Tunghayan ang episodes online dahil sa GMA News and Public Affairs Digital. We show you what's next now.
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate?
Sa inyong lahat mga kapuso, a Tuesday. That means a brand new week of basketball here in your NCAA Season 98. We are seeing the scenes right outside our venue. This is the Philoil Eco Oil Center in San Juan City. You're seeing the students trying to get in. Haba po ang pila natin dito. Some students from Las Piñas as well entering our venue here dahil nga po laban ito ng Perpetual kontra EAC. Once again, you guys are watching the NCAA Season 98 Achieve Greatness every day before we head to our second game today. Silipin muna natin yung nangyari sa ating first game. It's the JRU Heavy Bombers surviving the San Pedro Red Lions 83-80. Best player of the game po natin dyan, coming up big, 21 points for AJ Miranda, 50% shooting from the field. Dagdagan mo pa ng everything else para dito kay AJ Miranda. And now, JRU is at 4-2, tied to the San Pedro Red Lions at number 3 in the team standings. That brings us to our second matchup today. The Perpetual ALTAs, ito naman, gusto nilang dagdagan at humabol dun sa dalawang teams na nabanggit natin. They are 3-3 right now. Makakalaban nila our host school for Season 98, and that is the EAC Generals. Naghahanap pa rin ng kanilang unang panalo dito sa ating torneo. Mga kapuso, thank you so much for catching everything live right now on GTV online as well. We have it on YouTube and Facebook, NCAA Philippines, on Twitter and Facebook. Hanapin niyo po dyan kami sa GMA Sports PH. Yan po. No reason for you guys to miss out on the action. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Hello, hello mga kapuso. Maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtutok primarily on GTV. Of course, my name is Martin Javier. Got you covered for our second match of this afternoon. Working alongside Coach Topex Robinson. Coach, welcome back.
Magandang hapon, Martin, at magandang hapon at welcome to another afternoon of college basketball here at Season 98 of the NCAA.
This is gonna be exciting, Coach Topex. Pero bago kita puntahan, syempre, kilalanin muna natin ang kumpleto sa ating broadcast team. Our two courtside reporters. Nandyan din po. Unahin na natin from Perpetual side. We got Chloe Carrillo. Hey, Chloe. Yan, for Perpetual si Chloe. Sa kabila naman, reporting for the EAC Generals. Nandyan si Migs Venegas. Hey, Migs. There you go, Chloe and Migs. Pakikinggan namin yung mga report nyo maya-maya lamang. I'll go to Coach Topex here first. We've been seeing very interesting results, Coach Topex. First game natin, 83-80 in favor of JRU. Ito, feeling ko, despite the standings right now of these two teams, meron ding gulat na tumhandog itong laban natin ng Perpetual at EAC.
Yeah, looking at the standings right now, you'll see talagang napakaraming challenges that's happening. Ito nga yung sinabi nila na this is the greatest season ever. At the start pa lang, the guys that you expect to be on that standing is medyo ang daming changes eh. So, tingnan natin ngayon kung magkakaroon pa ng panibagong pagbabago sa ating standings.
Kaunti lang yung diferensya ng mga teams natin dyan from maybe number 1 up to number 7 or 8. Siguro that's just 2 to 3 games difference. At marami pa tayong lalaroin. 6 games in, maybe 13 games more or 12 games more for our teams here. So, marami pa rin pwedeng changes na mangyari. And of course, dahil dikitan yung mga laban natin, the results in the second round or the coming second round will be very unpredictable. But let's talk about first the University of Perpetual Health System Delta in their previous game, winning a physical matchup against the San Sebastian Stags. Now in this game, they did not have Kim Orin, so they had to do it as a team, and they needed a closer, and they found it in Jello Razon.
Solid are the numbers of the Perpetual Health Altas here dito sa game na to, Martin. They were able to close out. Ito yung sinasabi ni Coach Mike na walang consistency pagdating sa ending. What's good about this is yung 57 points that San Sebastian made, that was on the 5-minute and 10 mark of the fourth quarter. So, ibig sabihin for more than 4 minutes hindi naka-score itong San Sebastian Stags. So, yun yung nagpapanalo, and that was the time that this team made a 10-0 run. And yun na nga, binanggit mo si Jello Razon na talaga namang solid dun sa numbers na to. But yung ground support din ay napaka-importante because we talked about the absence of Kim Auring. Ang nag-step up dito obviously is the rookie Marcus Nitura. Solid yung numbers niya, Martin. He had, 9 points, but the 12 rebounds niya napakaking bagay doon for Perpetual.
Of course, to help out that guy, Jello Razon, who had 14 points, 8 in the fourth quarter, I believe. Yung 8 na yun yung sa 10-0 run na ganap para dito sa Perpetual Altas.
Yes, Jello Razon, solid, not only offensively. Defensively, he was anchoring that pressure that they did. Tsaka yung stabilizer. Siya yung obviously extension because, yes, we've talked about this. Wala si Kim Aurin during that thing. Ang ganda ng composure niya. He was solid. He was in the moment. Ika nga.
That's right. He was a human torch to end that game against San Sebastian, hitting impossible shots. Like, ang lalayo po. Tapos yung casually lang po pull up lang si Jello Razon na ipapasok niya. But more on Perpetual side, Jello Razon and the rest of the crew. Nandito na si Chloe Carrillo. Chloe, anong balita mo?
Gentlemen, sabi nga ni Jello Razon, our go-to guy is back. Pero napatunayan nga na Perpetual Altas that they can keep the fire burning even at the absence of their veteran shooting guard, Kim Aurin. Pero ngayong araw, nagbabagang fuego nga ang dala ni Kim sa kanyang pagbabalik sa court na ibahagi niya nga sa akin na nakita niya talaga ang individual contribution sa kanyang teammates na nagpakita din ng accountability sa pagpapaganda ng kanilang team performance na nagbunga na nga sa pagkapanalo. Fueled and focused yan daw ang klaseng Perpetual Altas ang makikita natin ngayong araw. So Martin and Coach Topex, let's see if the team can find their fire and secure another win for today.
Chloe, maraming salamat. Yan po yung hatid niyang balita mula sa Perpetual side. Well, it's a big help. Always a big help if you're best scorer, and the number 4 scorer in the league in Kim Aurin is back in the fold for you.
Solid numbers if you're gonna have that. At sinabi nga natin kanina, ito yung target ng Perpetual Altas is to go back-to-back. Ito yung hindi pa nangyayari sa kanila dito sa Season 98. Kaya kailangan nila itong si Kim Aurin.
We'll find out in just a little bit. Pero po, pagbalik natin, ang pag-uusapan natin, the EAC Generals. Kaya dyan lang po kayo. Magbabalik po ang NCAA Season 98 only on GTV.
Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
This is it, yes! And Mamuski with a 1-2 is now down to just 6.
And never miss a beat on the latest hard-court drama. We'll bring you stories behind each point and victory, one play at a time. Follow our official social media handles for your daily fix of hype and adrenaline. Online, GMA Sports. Pusong kampiyon. Tayo'y may pusong kampiyon. There's no stopping us from getting...
We're back to our coverage. You guys are still watching the NCAA Season 98 live on GTV. We're done talking about the Perpetual Altas. Now let's go to the other side. Ang kanilang makakalaban, the host school of Season 98, EAC Generals, coming off another loss. They're starting the season at 0-5 as you saw earlier in the team standings. But in this one, tambakan sila ng malaki. Maaga against the Benil Blazers. Sinubukan nilang humabol in the third quarter, ultimately coming up short, and that's when the Benil Blazers started to regain their groove in the game.
Solid performance ka. Nabanggit mo kanina, Martin, talking about CSB. But looking at the bright spot coming into this game for the EAC Generals, look at the rebounding. They won the rebounding. They won the second chance point. So medyo may brighter spot pa rin naman para sa koponan ng EAC. But the problem right now with them is they weren't able to stop the transition game nitong CSB. Why are we talking about that? Because that's the strength also of itong Perpetual Altas. Kaya naman napakalaking problema ito coming into the game for EAC is still in the search or on the lookout para sa kanilang kauna-unahang panalo.
You're right, Coach Topex. Ganyan din nga maglaro ang Perpetual. But if we're coming off a game against one of the best teams in the league, currently at number 1 right now, itong Benil Blazers, and you were able to make a game out of it, baka umangat ang kumpiyansa ninyo. At speaking of pag-angat ng kumpiyansa, itong batang ito had a slow start to the season, had a very impressive Season 97 campaign, slow start sa Season 98, but slowly and surely, nakukuha na ulit niya yung kanyang tira.
Especially with the absence of Cortiza coming during that game. Ito naman yung tulong talaga ni Robin. Kailangan because obviously you have Liwag who's been solid, mayroon ka pang Magiliano at kulang pa. But that's why ang laking bagay nito na makakuha ng kumpiyansa na dadalahin nitong si Robin dito sa game natin against the Perpetual Altas.
Coach, when you look at their lineup, itong EAC Generals on paper, they look solid eh. Kasi have Liwag, Maguliano, Robin, Tolentino, Gortiza. A lot of players can contribute. Pero hindi pa nag-come together para dito sa EAC Generals so far in the season. Now, more on EAC side. Silipin natin kung ano bang plano dito ni Coach Oliver Bunye. Nandyan si Mix Canegas. Mix, go ahead.
One of the things that the EAC Generals want to prove this afternoon, of course, is to sustain their composure until the end of the game. Dahil hindi na nga nag-iisa dito si Ralph Robin ngayong hapon dahil nagbabalik na ang isa sa kanilang key players na si King Gortiza ngayong hapon. Natanong ko nga ito si King Gortiza kung kamusta naman ang kanyang kalagayan at kung paano siya naghanda para sa larong ito. Ang sabi niya sa akin na ba, he is 101% healthy and ready to compete with his team. Inaral nga daw nila ang triangle offense ng Perpetual Altas para mapagandaan daw nila ang depensa nila dito. Dagdag pa niya na pinanood daw nila ang laban ng Perpetual Altas laban sa San Sebastian Golden Stags at napansin daw nila na medyo nagka-pisikalan daw ang laro ng Perpetual Altas dito kaya isa rin ito sa mga pinaghandaan nila ngayong hapon. Martin, now that Gortiz is back inside the court, kumpleto na ang key players ng EAC Generals. Makakita kaya tayo ng magandang simula sa koponan na ito? Balik sa inyo. nyo.
Nako, Migs, abangan natin yan. At great news yan para sa mga nanonood sa atin, mga fans ng EAC. Kasi syempre, King Gortiza, we remember his run in season 97. When he went down with that injury, Coach Topex, pagbalik niya, he was not the same player anymore. So, being 101%, we're hoping that he can get back to that form.
Sorry, a much needed form para dito sa koponan ng EAC kasi nga naman hinahanap nila eh. And sinabi mo kanina, kulang na lang sa materyales eh. So magkasabay-sabay lang talaga na kumbaga pumutok itong mga manlalaro ni Coach Oliver Bunye. Again, good things are bound to happen para sa EAC Generals.
Yan na po, laban na, susunod na. Ito po nga Perpetual Altas at EAC Generals. Let's now turn it over to our Coliseum announcer for the call-out of the players.
Ito po ang inyong NCAA Season 98. Achieve greatness every day. Live ngayon sa GTV Worldwide sa pamamagitan ng GMA Pinoy TV at GMA News TV International. At may live streaming pa sa gmanetwork.com, NCAA Philippines website at sa YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter. Welcome back to the Phil Oil Echo Oil Center as we continue with the elimination round in today's main game, featuring the University of Perpetual Health System Delta and our host school, the Emilio Aguinaldo College, in Season 98 Men's Basketball of your NCAA. Let's first call out the starters of your Perpetual Health Altas. At forward number 0.
We're back to our coverage. NCAA Season 98. You just heard our Parker. So, pinapakilala ang magsisimula. Dito naman sa Perpetual Altas, this is the same unit, exact same unit that they used in their previous game against San Sebastian. Going with Cuevas, Razon, sa rookie Jun Roque. Nandyan siyempre ang kanilang tandem sa gitna, sa front line, si Liam Martel at Mark Denver Omega. On the other side, we'll see if UAC will be deploying a different lineup to begin the game. JP Maguliano, slightly different, because Tolentino is not in the starting unit here. They're going with Kenyan, Liwag, Maguliano, Andre Doria gets a start, and of course, their leading scorer in that last game in Ralph Robin. Tawing tatlong opisyalis natin, international referee and crew chief Ricord Buaron, national referee Ripel Cañeras, and Roldan Johnson. Entering the first quarter of this game. Apo sa maraming salamat ulit sa inyong pagtutok ngayon sa GTV Everywhere, online, NCAA Philippines, GMA Sports PH, GMAnetwork.com, GMA Pinoy TV, and GMA News TV International. First round matchup of the Altas and the Generals is up, and we are underway. You guys got Martin Javier alongside Coach Topix Robinson here at the broadcast. Joey Carrillo, Coach Vegas at courtside. All right. First quarter begins here, Coach Topix. What does EAC need to do? Because I feel like they've been having slow starts in their past few games. As we take a look at that move from Mark Denver Omega to open the scoring, ano kailangan nilang gawin dito para magkaroon naman sila for a change na mas magandang simula?
I think for EAC, they need to make their offense help their defense. What am I saying that? Kasi nga naman yung execution ng kanilang paint, napaka-importante because if you're gonna jack up shots na wala sa tamang position yung mga players, that's gonna be a setup para sa fast break opportunity for Perpetual. Basing it on their last game against CSB, ganun na nangyari sa kanila, Martin. So tingnan natin kung anong gagawin nilang adjustment. And they mentioned na pinaghandaan nila yung triangle offense. And tingnan natin kung talaga nga namang gagawin nila. Just like right now, so far, medyo maganda ka nalang coverage, but tingnan natin if they're gonna be patient with that.
That's right. Here's Jasper Cuevas making his move. That's a good defensive sequence for EAC. See, though, how they will do on the offensive end. Scoring has been one of the major problems of EAC in Season 98. Kenyal will do the playmaking. Binigay kay Liwag. Liwag nilabas kay Robin. Robin, 2 dribbles in. Robin, too strong off the backboard. Zorna retaliate for the Altas here. Omega scored the first 2 points earlier, raising up and shooting the jumper. No problem for Denver. Omega continues the solid start.
A good performance or execution coming from the press dito sa EAC. Ang maganda dito sa Perpetual Martin is they've been patient with their offense. Yes, they've seen a lot of presses before, trying to dislodge them sa kanilang triangle offense, but they were still finding ways to score.
Omega again, the main catalyst of this Perpetual attack here in the first quarter. Inyal bothered by that defensive presence of Cuevas. And there's Gelarazon now. Perpetual to compound on this lead. There's Gelarazon sending it out to Roque. Roque from the free throw line. It's too strong. Ball sailing out. It will remain out and it will go back to EAC side. And speaking of EAC, puntahan natin ngayon si Migs Venegas. Migs.
Gentlemen, natanong ko nga si JC Luciano, ang kanilang team captain, kung paano niya naiaangat ang buong team bilang isang leader kahit na wala pa silang panalo. Ang sabi niya sa akin, lagi niya daw sinasabi sa team niya na kaya nila at makakabawi rin naman daw sila. Ginagawa nga daw nilang motivation ng kanilang mga previous games nang maging uhaw at mas maging aggressive pa sila na makakuha ng panalo ngayong hapon. JC also added that this game against the Perpetual Altas is very important for the team as they also want to offer this match to Nat Consejo's mother, who is already in heaven, na nagsilbing guardian angel rin daw ng buong team. Martin, this may be very hard for the team, especially to Nat na hindi makakapaglaro ngayong hapon, but there is so much motivation for the EAC Generals this afternoon. That's why the team is hopeful that they'll now be getting their first win against the Perpetual Altas. That's all for now. Balik sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Migs. We'll talk about your report in just a little bit. 6-0 start for the Altas.
Pusong kampiyon! Tayo'y may pusong kampiyon! There's no stopping us from getting the latest news and catching every nerve-wracking moment of the NCAA games. Pumunta na sa official NCAA website, gmanetwork.com/NCAA at i-download ang official NCAA app para sa latest updates, full game videos at team rosters and box scores. Walang iwanan online sa Season 98 ng NCAA. Achieve greatness every day. The players to watch and the teams to beat. Get ready because your favorite hardcore heroes are here.
Back to the coverage, an exchange in the point guard position for Coach Oliver Bunyi. It is Kenal for the rookie Tolentino who set up Maguliano. Right away, upon his entry, Coach Topex. Nakakuha ng foul dito sa JP. Yes,
that was a good substitution coming from Coach Oliver Bunye. What you're missing right now dito sa ating game na to, tatlong possession na para sa kupunan ng EAC. They weren't able to execute their play properly. They weren't able to attack the basket. And by the time they attacked the basket, medyo late na. And that was a good, addition sa kanilang play. That's why now they were able to win a bucket dito sa free throw line.
And we're hoping that things can change right after the time. Follow-up naman para kay Allen Liwag as we go courtside. Go now to Perpetual side with Chloe Carillo. Chloe, go ahead.
Gentlemen, para kay Head Coach Mike Sagigit, ang pangalawang round ng tournament ay nagsisimula na, working towards future games, start with practicing consistency in their present game. Sabi niya nga na gusto niya na makita at mawala na talaga ang hiccups between their third and fourth quarter performance. As per starter Dian Martel, they're training against EAC, focused on how to contain EAC's shooters and to make sure that they keep the pace to the level where they can create opportunities for their own shooters. Tingnan natin if the Altas can really lock down the Generals. Balik muna sa inyo.
Chloe, thank you so much. Ngayon nagiging problema ng Perpetual, at least in the initial part of the season, as Cuevas finds the bottom of the net with that three-pointer. It's closing out games, but it panned out very well against San Sebastian. Coach Topex, dahil maganda yung panakos nila doon. 10-0 run to end that game against San Sebastian.
Perpetual finally found a way on how to close games. Kagaya na sinabi natin, questionable is how they were finishing. Majority of their losses are coming from the times that they were ahead and then all of a sudden they let go of that lead. And then everything just went into scrambles. So ngayon naman, yun yung pinapractice nila, how to get better to finish off a game.
Ito, maganda. At bumubulusok yung kanilang simula dito. Junior Roque. Too much on that attempt. And here comes Ralph Robin now. Magoliano is open from straight away. Misses the 3-point attempt. And nakikita ko sa scorer's table, pumunta na. Si Kim Aurin, papasok maya-maya lamang para sa Perpetual. Impes din mula sa kabila. Katuneka gets them an offensive rebound. That's one of the weapons that this Perpetual team has. Martel. Up and under. Just couldn't finish with the left.
EAC was able to dodge a bullet there when they played zone. The problem there, Martin, is you don't really have a designated binabantayan na tao because you're guarding an area. Kaya ang daming extra possessions na yun para sa kupunan ng Perpetual. Ito naman si Tolentino, yung magic bullet ni Coach, again, Oliver Bunya, because after that, when he came in, he made the basket and he made an assist. Now he was able to make it free.
That's the rookie, Joshua Tolentino. Made his way to the starting unit, pero ngayon nag-shower ng konti si Coach Oliver. Ang pinagsimula si Nico Peñal, pero no, quickly he's back on the court for EAC. Robin, not the best shot in transition that time. Here's Razon, step through, fouled by Liwag, but a foul was whistled, and it's gonna be on Aling Liwag.
This is gonna be the problem for EAC. They know how important, I hope, yung every possession. Sayang kasing stop mo doon, Martin, and then you're just gonna waste it. You have a 3-against-2 opportunity, but you opted to go for a jump shot. Again, nothing against Robin that time because sinabi nga natin, coming off a great game yon, and he's trying to check his meter kung yun na nga naman nandun pa rin. Oo, ang problema lang at this point of the ball game, you wanna command kumbaga yung authority and making those decisions is uncalled for para dito sa player ni Coach Oliver Bunya.
And for Ralph Robin, he is 0 to begin this game. Razon on the opposite side drops in 2 free throws, and the lead is 5. The Perpetual Altas, almost 6 minutes gone in the ball game. So Arcosa pumasok kanina, number 21 for EAC. Tolentino, dinidikitan ni Peter Panbarcuma. Tolentino, spin, shot, no hoop, but he gets it back, sends it to the wrong guy though. Joey Barcuma now with the rock. Barcuma, nakakuha ng space, wala. Martel offensive board, Martel, the second serving.
Offensive rebound after offensive rebound para sa koponan ni Coach Mike Sagigin, dominating the boards early on. Kaya naman yung 50-50 balls napakarami para sa koponan ng Perpetual Altas.
But on the other side, offensive rebound din. Ang panggagalingan ng puntos dito ng EAC, JC Losiano. Getting the board, ito muna. Masyadong malakas floater ni Barcuma, but there to crash the board and put it back in was Lian Martel.
Mababantayan dito for EAC is how well they're gonna defend the guards of Perpetual. Just like on that last clip, Martin, itong si Barcuma was able to penetrate. Kaya naman yung tao ng mga dito ni Martin was able to be the secondary defender. Ang problema lang doon, wala nang kukuha. Kaya naman nagkaroon ng easy putback itong si Martel. At malaking problema na rin ito dahil pumasok na rin itong si Kim Aurin. Alam naman natin that you cannot afford to have one guy defending itong si Kim Aurin on defense because ang lakas ng katawan nito to attack the basket.
Can score in a variety of ways. Itong si Kim Aurin averaging 16.2 points per game, number 4 in the league right now in terms of scoring. Pumasok na rin sa kanila ang kanilang super rookie na si Marcus Nitura. Here's Kim Aurin. They go to Lian Martel, who is up against a smaller Gurtiza. Sinalubong ni Earl Umpad, but a foul is whistled against one of the tallest players that we have in the NCAA in Umpad. Ay, kay Gurtiza itinawag because they saw the mismatch here, Coach Topex.
You'll see on that clip, Martin, the moment Martel got the ball, wala pa yung help ni Umpad. Biglang binigay ka agad yung baseline. Kaya naman nung na-realize ni Umpad na na doon pala siya dapat. That was already late for him. So ito ngayon ang problema for EAC because alam na ng Perpetual kung paano i-counter. At early on in the offense, they keep on shooting threes itong Perpetual, but when they saw that itong EAC is not gonna stop, so they went inside.
EAC dodged the bullet on the other side. Yung kompleto, ninarkel yung kanyang free throws. Ortiza, fake, turns around and banks it home. A crafty finish around the rim for King Ortiza. Look at this. Taking his man off the dribble, the fake, the turn, and the hoop for the returning King Ortiza. That's worth another look. That's against a taller John Abbas as well. 14-10 is Perpetual's lead.
The players to watch and the teams to beat. Get ready because your favorite hardcore heroes are here. This is your NCAA Season 98. Achieve greatness every day. Catch all the action live Tuesdays to Wednesdays and Fridays to Sundays, 12 noon on GTV. Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes.
Back to the ball game here. And ito po yung mga ating matchup pala. Ganda nito. John Abbas, one of the surprise players of Coach Mike Sagigit. And on the other side, it's Nat Cosejo, who leads the way in scoring for the EAC Generals this season.
That was a surprise to see that Nat Consejo is your leading scorer for Coach Oliver Bume. But we've talked about Abbas kanina during the timeout, and he's really one of the guys, the bright spots for the Perpetual Altas.
And the Altas, you saw the number in reboundings para dito kay, or rebounding rather, for John Abbas, 9.4. That's number 7 in the league, and he is also the number 1 offensive rebounder of the league. Ito, may free throws papunta dito kay Raybar Puma Ortiza. Kung siyang natawagan doon, that's the second foul on King. Sayang, nakakakuha na siya ng momentum dito, nakapunto sa kabila, pero ito, he gave up the foul. And Raybar Kuma will shoot another free throw here. In Perpetual, Coach Topex, we're not surprised that we're seeing a lot of offensive rebounds because this is the number 1 rebounding team in the league.
They're not the only number 1 rebounding team in the league, Martin. Based on their last game, they went to the line 38 times. Napakarami nun. Even if you miss, that was 23 of 38.
Yeah.
You will not look at the miss, but the made basket. So, ang laking disparity nun because again, 38 times going to the free throw line will give you a chance to set up your defense. Kaya ang laking bagay nun. You see now, ang dami na naman yung atake sa basket.
And EAC is falling to this Perpetual trap. Nakakarami ng foul na bigay dito ng EAC. Here's Peter Pan. Atake ulit. Short on that floater. So far, Perpetual has attempted 6 free throws. Isa pa lang natin ang namimitis. Tolentino, pull-up jumper. No. Rebound, clean up. No go as well for Cosa.
Sayang opportunity for Cosa. Yun yung rare times that we're gonna get that second opportunity. Kagaya nga na sinabi natin dito sa Perpetual, being the number 1 rebounding team in the league, chances are, pag nagmintis ka, ang laki ng ang laki ng may second opportunity ka. What is causing that? Ang ganda kasi ng ball movement nila. I'm not looking at the standings for them as a reflection of how good this team is playing. Not only on offense, but also on defense. Yun nga lang sometimes, yung kanilang masyado silang na-excite eh. So nawawala sa relevant. Kaya nga sinabi ni Coach Mike Sagigit sa kanila, binibigyan niya ng kumpiyansa yung kanyang mga players eh. So kasama doon sa kumpiyansa yun, bibigyan ka ng freedom to do whatever you want.
That's freedom for Kim Orin as well to take that shot on the break. Uy, sayang. Nahuli yung hanap. Chris Pompat, he has an advantage. And he will take care of business on the break.
That was a good opportunity. Rare are the times that you're gonna see the tallest guy in the league finishing on transition. So again, bright spot for the EAC Generals, having your big man finish off that transition basket.
should reward Umpad for running the floor that time. As Barcuma misses the triple try. Ball going back to EAC, so 37.7 seconds remaining. They have a chance to further trim down the lead before we end the first 10 minutes. Ito yung hanap. Kosa, nahuli lang, but Umpad taller than everybody in that sequence. Actually, everybody on the court in any sequence scored that time. Valentino, Robin, briefly open. Wala pa rin para kay Ralph Robin, 0 out of 5 to start the ball game. And 15 points for Robin in the previous contest, Coach Topex, but he was 5 out of 15 from the field as well. So,
pretty much,
volume.
Pretty much now you know his strength. Kailangan mo talaga siyang i-set up because he's one of the best shooters in the league right now. He will attract the defense. Kumbaga, yun yung pagkakataon niya. But ang ano na lang dito, ang maturity ni Robin dito is know when the guy is closing out on you and know when he's not closing out. Because, yes, you might be a great three-point shooter, but if you're looking for a great shot is a wide-open shot. Kaya medyo hindi gumaganda yung ano ng tira niya. Those are challenge shots, and he's gonna see that all the time.
Yeah. He's a marked man for EAC, one of the best scorers that we have in the league as well. Aurin, stepping back, nahihirapan sa depensa. Got it to Flores underneath. Ubusan ng oras si Steven Flores. And that's how we will end the first 10 minutes of action here in our second game. That is the Perpetual Altas holding on to the 4-point lead when we return second quarter of this game. Nanonood kayo ng NCAA Season 98 on GTV.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Kumusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines is quite difficult.
Yun yung engineer nyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga ba tila nabura sa kasaysayan ang sistema ng pagsusulat na ito?
Always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam.
Balik sa ating laban, and Tanya Ramos will be performing later during our halftime break. Na-interview natin siya kanina. Only 15 years old, turning 16, her first time performing for us in the NCAA. So good luck po mamaya kay Tanya Ramos. But entering the second quarter of this game, the Altas and the Generals battling in our second and featured game of the afternoon. Good to have you with us. My name is Martin Javier, working alongside Coach Topex Robinson here. Coach, ano yung nakakita mo? Wala sa magkabilang panig ng first quarter natin. Simulan natin dito sa Perpetual. What do they need to do to be able to compound on this lead?
Perpetual did a good job, a decent job at the start of the ball game, clamping down EAC defensively. Medyo nag-relax sila ng konti. Yun yung sinasabi natin paglabas ni Jello Razone na wala yung stability ng kanilang ofensa. Is that a problem for Perpetual? No, I wouldn't say, because they still keep the ball alive and yung intensity nila at defensively is still there. The problem is the shot selection that they're taking. Looking at that shot kanina, it's not really something that they really wanted because that's a challenge shot. Ito namang EAC. Kaya ang maganda dito, since they were able to finish on transition, pagpasok ni Tolentino, nagkaroon ng stability sa backcourt rotation, setting up the play, attacking the basket. That's what EAC has to do.
And now, they're just down by 2 here. Pagit natin ang EAC Generals, they always fall to a bad start in games. Team nasa floor ngayon para sa Perpetual Altas, Abis, Ega, Nitura, Omega. And completing the 5 is Generals on the other side. They got Bahon, Luciano, Robin, Tolentino, Umpad. for EAC. So Earl Umpad is called for the foul, and again, the relentless activity on the glass, giving Perpetual freebies at the free throw line. Ito si Mark Denver Omega. Solid season he's having so far. 8-8 in season 98. Much improved from a few months ago, Coach Topex. Dahil ngayon, may kaunting galaw na siya. And also one of our leading shot blockers in the league.
Magandang combination ito ni Omega at ni Markel. Kasi both guys are really going at it, willing to slug it out with the rest of the bigs of the league. And they complement each other. Yun yung maganda sa kanilang dalawa. They made sure that they are well complemented. Ang ganda ng camaraderie nila. Another shot for Robin. Another 4-shot now. It's gonna ignite the transition nitong Perpetual Health.
And that's an easy dose for Marcos Netura. Here's the counter-attack. Paho naman ang bumawi dito para sa EAC.
Nothing against the outside shot of EAC, but they've been effective attacking the basket because they were able to create breakdowns.
Ito naman, pull-up jumper mula kay Marcos Netura. Omega fell down, but a whistle. And is it gonna be against Umpad? No, it's gonna be against Ralph Bahon. So second team foul right away on EAC. Wala pa tayong 2 minutong lumilipas sa second quarter natin. Ngayon pakinggan natin ang report from Perpetual side from Chloe Carrillo. Chloe, what's your update?
Gentlemen, if there's one thing the Altas want to sustain, it's the fast tempo that they thrive in. And isa nga sa player na nakilala natin sa bilis at liksi ay si Joey Peter Pan Barcuma, na ibahagi niya nga sa akin na kahit hindi same level ng points ang nako-contribute niya sa huling mga laro, doubling down on defense at pagbibigay ng energy ang gusto niyang dalhin sa bawat pagpasok niya sa court. As for Coach Mike Savikit, he is banking on his players not to make the same mistakes and to take care of the intensity and stay efficient on transition. Let's see if they can close out this first half with a good start. Back to you, gentlemen.
Chloe, thank you so much. Well, for Peter Pan, yung 22 points siya against JRU. Kung saan natambakan nila ang JRU in one of their first few games of the season. Bonus yun eh. Kasi alam mo naman talaga i-contribute ni Ray. Nagkukulitin na yung kabilang point guard sa depensa.
Doon nga kanina sa report you mentioned about quickening up or fastening up the offense. Medyo two-edged sword yun, Martin, because sometimes pag sinabi mo bilisan mo, minsan kahit wala na sa lugar yung offense eh. And yun minsan yung nagiging when we tell our players, bilisan natin yung game, bilisan ang game. Parang minsan na nagiging reason din yun for you to commit a turnover. Remember, if it's a 2 against 1 on offense and nag-turnover ka, that's gonna be a 3 against 4 sa kabilang side. And yun yung sinasabi natin, consistency para dito sa kupunan ng Perpetual Altas. At yun yung ginagawa naman nitong si Jello Razon because he brings stability. Walang 4-shot. Alam niya kung kailan siya titira. Why? Because that was coming from a drive to a kick out.
And Jello Razon knocking down his first triple of the game. Also his first shot. Here's 1 out of 4 now from the field. Here's JC Lociano now making his way, sending it out. Tolentino from the corner, and Tolentino drops it in.
So far, Tolentino not making any mistakes in this ball game. Amidst the pressure, amidst being the rookie for Coach Oliver Bunye, delivering the goodies for EAC.
Razon couldn't counter. And here's Jeff Ega now, another chance. Crank at the basket here for the Altas. Offensive rebound para kay Omega. Ito si Egan backing down the feed to Omega. Pinasabay muna si Umpad. Oh, blocked! Abis couldn't track him down in time. And now let's go to EAC side. Bola ng EAC dito. So puntahan natin si Mix Venegas. Mix.
Pagkatapos ng 5 laro ng EAC Generals ngayong round 1, it's never too late for the whole team to aim a higher standing ngayong season 98. Nakita nga natin na tumaas ang kumpiyansa ng EAC Generals noong nakaraang laro nila laban sa CSB Blazers. At munti ka na sila makahabol sa third quarter. At isa sa mga kinapitan nga nila ay si Ralph Robin. Natanong ko nga ito kanina lang na kung ano sa tingin niya ang nagkulang sa laro nila laban sa CSB Blazers. Ang sabi niya sa akin, nagkulang daw sila sa firepower. Kita nga daw sa last game nila na marami silang attempts at shots pero hindi daw nila ito na ipapasok ng maayos dahil nawala na rin daw sila sa focus. Slow start man ang naipakita ng EAC Generals ngayong first quarter. Nasa first half pa rin naman daw tayo at handa na daw ang EAC Generals na punan ang kanilang pagkukulang kaninang first quarter. Maging maganda kaya ang simula ng second quarter para sa kanila. Balik sa inyo.
Migs, thank you so much. We're seeing a re-energized EAC team here in the second quarter, led by their rookie Josh Tolentino, who has already scored 8 points in the game. Timeout muna tayo dito. May free throws maya-maya si Marco Mega.
Hasn't been easy lately, so we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
At
We're back to the coverage, almost halfway done in the second quarter. All right, let's use this opportunity to congratulate. So, isipin muna natin, after this series of plays from Joshua Tolentino, 8 points now across his game, came off the bench today. And the damage right away, Coach Topex. Unang play napunta sa kanya, he fed Maguliano inside, and the scoring came afterwards. That time, scoring from the corner, dropping in the triple.
The reason why Tolentino up to now is still playing there for Coach Oliver Buñez, because the moment he got in, he knows what to do. He's gonna attack the basket, attract the defense. If the defense is there, he's gonna drop it off. If it's open, he's gonna go all the way. Ang ganda nung distribution na rin ng bola. But yun nga, we were talking about it earlier, Martin. Kailangan may suporta.
Yeah.
Yun yung napakang bagay for EAC right now. They need the support of each and everyone dito sa kanilang team.
And yung sa point guard position, dyan medyo nagkakaproblema. Na binibigyan na ng stability nito ni Josh Tolentino. And that big void as Omega here is rewarded on the break, although was unable to keep his feet in position. Kaya natawagan ng traveling ito si Mark Denver Omega. Dahil bang iniwan ang dalawang point guard na nawala na sa EAC, si Taiwan at saka si CJ Cadwan na nanonood ngayon. CJ, what's up? Watching the boys daw. Let's see how they will do here. That's a good alley-oop play. Lumabas lang para kay Kabuhat.
Sayang na opportunity yun, Martin. We were just talking about Tolentino at pinasok dito si Robin as their point guard. Medyo challenging yun for EAC. Why? Because first of all, Robin is not a point guard. Second, I mean, he plays some point guard but he's really a scorer. Second is, etong Perpetual is running the press. So tingnan natin if malulusutan ba ni EAC not having a established guard to break this offense or this defense that Perpetual is doing.
But expect Perpetual to take advantage of that and really hound Ralph Robin as he tries to bring the ball down later. Ito muna, yung alley-oop. Sorry, miss. Ganda na eh. Lumabas lang. Oh, this was a push from Kabuhat on his effort to get the ball back. So Omega is back at the free throw line. We mentioned Perpetual, very good rebounding team. And a team that gets a lot of free throws as well. We'll check the total number of the Altas at the free throw line. All right, I believe they're 8 out of 10 right now. Unsure kung nag-count na yun. Now they're 10 out of 12, Coach Topex. So 12 free throws at the free throw line already. And we still have half of the quarter left.
Basing it on the San Sebastian game, at the end of the half, they only had 14 free throws. Pagdating ng second half, all of a sudden, they had 38. So,
that's 24 more.
That's too much. Why? Because again, they were able to clamp down. Inaalis na sa rhythm ang opensa ng San Sebastian. I'm sure they're gonna do the same against EAC.
Right now, EAC is already in the penalty. So look for Perpetual to take advantage of that foul situation. And this is gonna be a whistle against the Perpetual Altas. That's Sean Orgo, another rookie in the fold, trying to position himself against the tallest players on the court in Allen Liwag.
If you're gonna look at the EAC lineup right now, promising Martin. I mean, we were talking about them earlier during the preseason. They've been showing promise. They've beaten some other teams
really
that are in
teams.
a better program. Yeah, but they were able to test their mettle out of that. Pero kasi ngayon, medyo challenging na because you haven't won a game. Ang daming mga bagay that it's within your control. Losing one of your top players prior to this game, napalaking bagay yun. At syempre ngayon, mas mahirap nang makakuha ng panalo.
But they need to get things together. And there's a little bit more pressure because they're the host school. You have to see Egan bothered inside. Jeff Egan follow up. And foul na itinawag. And Jeff Egan, that's another trip to the free throw line, Coach Topex. That time it was via the offensive rebound. Nakuha ulit ni Egan. And he was up against maybe 2 to 3 red shirts.
Yun ang masakit con Martins. We were just talking about the strength of Perpetual. That just shows how much they wanted to win this ball game. And that just shows, and that's a reflection of how much EAC is not valuing those possessions. Kasi nga naman 1 against 3, nakuha pa rin yung possession. So kumbaga dagdag na 4 na kamay yun na extra. Hindi ang masama pa dito, you sent them again to the free throw line, which is their strength. So you're shooting yourself on the foot if you're gonna keep allowing Perpetual Altas to do that.
At ito, inuunti-unti na sila ng Perpetual. It is now an 8-point lead. The biggest so far in the game for the Altas. Free throw shooting natin, nakikita niyo yung disparity dyan. 10 more free throws for the Altas, and they've only missed 3, 11 out of 14, 27 to 19. Ball is with Gortiza. Go to the corner. Luciano facing up, backing down against the smaller Razon. Luciano turnaround. Luciano misses. He gets his own miss, or at least almost. It's tracked down by Barcuma. Peter Pan on the move. Razon stops, pops, and connects on a three-pointer. 30 to 19. That's the cushion being enjoyed here by the Altas. Aboriano, EAC badly needing a fire extinguisher. They will not get it from Liwag. Ito ngayon ang Perpetual. Pereras, Razon, starting to heat up. Finding Abis. Tinanggan ni Razon si Magoliano. May tawag. Balik ang bola sa EAC. Offensive foul on Jello Razon.
That was a good read coming from Magoliano, knowing na pababa na itong si Razon. Just waiting for that guy to come and he sacrificed his body. Those are the things that you need if you're EAC.
Let's see if they can counter here because they've been outscored 14 to 7 in the second quarter. That's why the lead right now is 11. Robin, still nothing for Ralph Robin. Offensive rebound, put back, wala pa rin para sa mga General. And here comes Jello Razon. The bounce pass here, pasang-basa ni Tolentino. Tolentino now is on the move. 3 on 3 big. Tolentino all the way. There was a whistle. Free throws coming up for Joshua Tolentino.
Joshua Tolentino attacking the basket, but you're gonna see he's looking for his open teammates. Kaya naman nagkaroon siya ng opportunity to go one-on-one on that play. Kaya naman ang ganda ng run na yun for Perpetual. Tingnan natin dito sa timeout as we go back to the studios.
Actually creates a huge impact.
Tunghayan ang episodes online dahil sa GMA News and Public Affairs Digital. We show you what's next now.
Are COVID-19 vaccines safe? What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Need to Know, a weekly explainer series from GMA News and Public Affairs.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know.
Here's what you need to know.
Watch Need to Know, available on GMA News Facebook page and our YouTube channel.
Looking for news and back to the coverage. And this is Tanya Ramos, our halftime performer later. And po, abangan niyo yung kanyang first performance in the NCAA. Good luck later, Tanya. Mamaya-maya po yan. Kasunod po ng mga performance natin with the Pep Squads. Ayan o. Tama naman, grabe airtime dito ni Tanya. Of course, he's gonna be performing for our Tuesday crowd inside of Piloil Eco Oil Center. 2 free throws coming up for Joshua Tolentino, trying to put out the fire in the second quarter because the lead again has ballooned to 11 for the Altas.
If you're EAC right now, you want to make sure with 2 minutes and 54 seconds left in the game or in the second quarter, kailangan you have to put the lead into a manageable position. Hindi pwedeng lumobo na napalaki because coming into the dugout, medyo mas mabigat na usapan yun. Marami yung kailangan gawin. And I mean, that's just focusing on stopping and scoring. Kasi nga naman alam natin, this team is a well-oiled machine. So, hindi ka pwedeng sumabay dito sa Perpetual.
Aurin. That's the motor of that machine. Game Aurin. Ito si Tolentino. Tolentino has more than half, or at least almost half rather. Pasa sa loob yung Magoliano. Because before that, Tolentino had 10 of their 21 points. Bago nakakontribute si Magoliano. Beautiful find from Tolentino there. Eto ngayon ang Perpetual. Peter Pan is open. And Peter Pan knocks it down. And that's a counter three-pointer to stretch the lead back to 10. Liwag. Back down. Liwag. The turn. And the scoop to the hoop.
Pretty much by now, if you're EAC, you know where to go. You have two guys that are doing well offensively. Not only in scoring, Martin, but also in facilitating. You have obviously Tolentino as your point guard, and you have Liwag down in the post.
But Peter Pan makes it! Back-to-back hits! Ray Marcuma with 2 3-pointers here. Keep this lead of Perpetual up to 11. Yung 3-point field goals natin, nakakalima na. Itong Altas, Magoliano against King Aurin. Gandang gitgita niya ng mga veteranong forward na magkapinumpanik natin. That time it was Magoliano able to draw the foul. This was the bind, again, off an attack coming from Joshua Tolentino. But you see here the ball rotation of the Altas. Finding the best possible shot. Yun yung tres ni Barcuma. So eto ngayon, it was Tolentino earlier, now Liwag goes to work. Not of course Peter Pan. Same spot, same result. Nothing but net.
Yeah, good ball movement coming from the players of Coach Mike Sagigit. They've been patiently executing their ball. Ang ganda ng ikot ng bola doon. Nobody's forcing their shots. They're creating shots for their teammates.
That was a little bit forced, but put in by Ferreras. So they'll take it. 13-point lead for Perpetual. They are starting to hum in this game. And that's going to be a foul on him as well, Carlo Ferreras. So penalty na yung both teams natin. Ralph Robin will step into the free throw line. Maybe this is a trip that he needs to get his shooting back with Stopex, because right now in the game, Robin is 0 out of 7. And if you're a shooter, sometimes you just need to find your rhythm at the free throw line. Nakita mo, pumasok yung tira mo, baka bumalik yung shooting touch mo.
Yeah, the reason it just looks forced for Robin is because galing mismo sa dribble niya. Nobody's creating shots for him. If we could find a way that him and Tolentino could play a different tune or a beautiful tune together, that's going to be a problem for Perpetual. But so far, the defense of Perpetual is taking away that kind of opportunity.
You're right. Coach Topex as Ferreras becoming a problem now for EAC. Pereras drops in a triple. And the ball is almost stolen away. Pero may tawag tayo dito. This is now a 15-point lead for the Altas.
The Altas has been making threes just like as we look at this replay. But ang masakit dito, Martin, for EAC, and what's good about this for Perpetual, yung tira na yun ni Ferreras is coming from an offensive rebound.
Right.
So that's another extra possession for you. And they've been connecting well off of that. Why is that a really a dangerous shot? Kasi pagka naka-offensive rebound ka, wala sa position yung depensa So ang hirap na problema to na solve ng koponan ng EAC.
Doon ka makakalibre as an offensive team. You mentioned the second chance points, second chance opportunities nitong Perpetual. They have 11 second chance points already to just 2 of EAC. Coach,
ito na yung sinasabi natin, Martin. We were talking about this just like what Mr. Pong Ducana said. It's an 18-7 run. And ito yung problema dito. Those run by Perpetual are coming from stops.
Yeah.
They really are making life miserable or difficult for EAC.
An offensive foul on number 11, JP Maguliano.
So, JP Maguliano, sinilip nila yun kasi sumabit si JP Maguliano as he was trying to stop, if not mistaken. That was it Ferreras he was trying to stop, or JP Moral? Pero offensive foul on JP Maguliano, 41-26 yung ating talaan ngayon. 1 second differential between the clocks. Parakuma, the feed. Broken up and stolen away by Maguliano. JP, to the corner they go. That's Pahon with the basket to end things in the second quarter here. So, at the end of the first 20 minutes of action, we got a 13-point game, a bigger second quarter for the Altas to stretch their lead. When we return, the performance of Ms. Tanya Ramos and our pep squads as well will take center court, and some numbers for you guys later on in the first 2 quarters of this game. Huwag kayong alis, may kayong abangan dito sa NCAA Season 98 on GTV.
Isa na namang maaksyong linggo ng bakbakan sa hardcourt ang ating nasaksihan sa pagpapatuloy ng NCAA Season 98 Men's Basketball. Noong Biyernes, nagkaharap ang number 1 ranked Benil Blazers at ang defending back-to-back champion Letran Knights. Pinakita ni Will Gozum kung bakit siya ang nangunguna sa listahan ng mga MVP contenders ngayong season. Gumawa si Will ng 23-point, 10-rebound double-double. Ngunit hindi ito naging sapat para pataubin ang Letran na nakakuha ng career-high 25 points mula kay Brent Paraiso. Sa sumunod na laban, nagtagumpay ang Perpetual kontra sa Mapua 79-77.
Wow!
Isang di inaasahang game-winning triple mula kay John Abis ang nagbigay ng panalo sa Altas. Nakansela naman ang weekend games dahil sa bagyong Karding at nagpatuloy nitong Martes sa finals rematch ng Letran at Mapua. At sa unang edisyon ng Battle of Intramuros ngayong Season 98, nagpakita ng tibay at pusong kampyon ang mga Letranista. Bumida ang kanilang graduating team captain na si Fran Yu.
Kailangan tumira ng Letran. Fran Yu for 3!
Na nakashoot ng isang clutch 3-pointer sa dulo ng laban para maibigay ang panalo sa kanyang kupunan. 67-62 ang naging final score pabor sa Knights. And on Wednesday, LPU scored a come-from-behind 82-77 victory over UPHSD. While the Benil Blazers got back on the winning track by beating Arellano 84-72. Week 3 was short but intense, and things are only going to get crazier from here, so keep tuning in to NCAA Season 98 as we continue to achieve greatness every day. Narito na ang top 10 plays sa Week 3 ng NCAA Season 98 Men's Basketball. Simulan natin sa number 10. Let's start with something light, as in magaan. Renz Nocom looking feathery as he makes his move to the basket.
One of the high flyers ng ating liga, Renz Nocom with a scoop shot.
Dito naman sa number 9. Watch your ankles. Eto na si Jello Razon zigzagging his way to the hoop.
Razon! Breaking ankles! Jello Razon!
Sa number 8, it's the mean, green, well-oiled Benilde machine. JC Colliar finds Will Gozum for the finish.
Game JC Colliar! Two-hander from Will Gozum right there.
At number 7, Renz Nocom is back with another aerial display of athleticism.
Garcia, the Renz Nocom puntos para sa Mapua.
Here at number 6, trying to block this. A buzzer-beating three-pointer from UPHSD's Kim Aurin.
Aurin just in time.
Coming in at number 5, it's the Demolition Man, Wesley Snipe. Si Enoch Valdez lang pala po. Sorry, pero astig pa rin. Astig pa rin.
Look at this pass, Enoch Valdez.
Tuloy natin sa number 4. Kala nyo ba, yung mga may cuts lang ang kayang bumitin sa ere? Aba, tingnan nyo naman, itong malupit na galawan ni Big Boy Sean O'Malley.
Kay Sean O'Malley yan. Uupo sa ere, yes. Hand time, sinawsaw pa.
Para naman sa number 3, isang di inaasahang 3-point game winner mula sa Perpetual forward na si John Abis.
Titira, Abis!
Wow!
With 2 seconds left on the shot clock.
For our number 2 play, it's Fran Yu, coming up big when it matters the most. Mr. Fantastic skillfully maneuvers his way to the basket against the mighty Benilde Blazers.
Slithers! Sidesteps, avoiding 2 defenders on his way to the cup.
And for our number 1 play, guess who? It's Fran Yu to the rescue.
Fran Yu for 3. Fran Yu! My goodness! Fantastic!
Ayos ba mga kapuso? Siguradong marami pa tayong makikitang awesome plays sa pagpapatuloy ng NCAA Season 98.
Guwaping at malakas ang dating. Hindi lang sa hardcourt mapapansin. Baka ikaw ay ma-in-love. Ito na ang mga NCAA Heartthrobs.
Alright, back to the coverage. Napanood niyo po ang Altas Perp Squad. And of course, the performance from Ms. Tanya Ramos earlier. Half it is 41-28. Care of the Perpetual Altas. Altas Perp Squad, by the way. Marami-rami ng championship yan sa ating national or NCAA cheerleading competition. Now let's go now to the pep squad of Emilio Aguinaldo College. Alright, you just saw the EAC Generals pep squad. At papunta tayo sa ating numbers at the half. You saw the score earlier, 41-28. Now we are seeing why this is the score right now, Coach Topex.
Perpetual Altas really outworking itong EAC Generals, which is obvious on the offensive rebounds and the second chance points. That's a lot of disparity. Kaya naman nakascore na sila ng 41 points. At yung kanilang starter came to business early. They dominated not only on offense, Martin, but also on their defense. The bright spot dito para sa kapala ng EAC, the 20 points off the bench. And more than half of that came from Tolentino. Kaya naman ito ngayon ng ating scoring. So, ang daming pwedeng maging opportunity for learning or something that EAC could run into is how well are they executing their offense. Easier said than done, Martin, because we have to give credit din naman sa depensa na tinatakbo nitong Perpetual Altas.
Coach, if you're EAC, you need to learn quickly because you can't afford to get your 6th straight loss to begin the season. But for Perpetual, you know, this is a well-balanced attack. No guys in double figures just yet, but they do have 41 points on the board. Sa kabila naman, para dito sa EAC Generals, they have one player in double figures right now, but it's just all him, Coach Topex.
Hindi lang yun all him, Martin, but he's the rookie. Kumbaga yung inaasahan mo, obviously, there are the Maguliano, there's gonna be the Liwag, but wala pa rin tayo nakuha anything na contribution galing kay Cortisa. So, isa yun sa mga bagay that they've been missing right now for the EAC Generals. Why? As we look at the leading scorers, eto nga yung sinabi mo kanina for Perpetual, wala pang nakaka-double figures, but ang ganda kasi ng distribution ng kanilang puntos. Yes, you'll have Omega, you'll have the regular Rason, the Barkuma, but ang daming suporta na binibigay ang mga malalaro ni Coach Mike. While ito namang sa EAC Generals, after Tolentino and ang layo na ng disparity kasi si Liwag na embakon. Wala pa rin dito si Robin.
Yeah, Ralph Robin struggling talaga dito sa ating laban. Just made the free throw earlier, but on the court, he is 0 out of 7. Hasn't made a shot even si Ralph Robin. So we'll see. You know, we're still waiting for them and their production. We'll see if we can see that in the second half. The second offering of the day on a Tuesday as we open a brand new week of basketball in your NCAA Season 98. My name is Martin Javier alongside Coach Topex Robinson. Our two courtside reporters, Joey Carrillo, reporting for Perpetual, and Mix Venegas from EAC. Third quarter begins. The second half is officially underway. First crack at the basket here for the Altas. Now this team, a +6 on the offensive glass and a +15 in rebounding in general. Rocket behind the back dribble. Cuevas on the catch here. Malalim, inilabas. Zone from the parking lot. Short. Not the ideal start for the Altas.
there's something that Coach Mike Sagigin obviously discussed during the halftime break was their turnovers. They had 7 turnovers compared dito sa 6. But eto ang medyo alarming for Perpetual because those majority of their turnovers are coming from unforced. So ibig sabihin nun, hindi masyadong binibigyan ng depensa pero sloppy yung nagiging galawan. But kasama kasi yun na Martin sa freedom na binibigay ni Coach Mike. So they're allowed to make mistakes. Coach Mike is allowing them to play their basketball and trying to grow into this really formidable group sa Perpetual Altas.
Right on the floor now for EAC. Maya makikita niyo sa Perpetual. Oh, beautiful ball fake. Turnaround jumper off the window. Para dito kay Mark Denver Omega who will take a trip to the free throw line for a bonus.
Patience is a virtue for Omega because he already had that opportunity to score. Pero inantay niya pa rin and now he's being rewarded with those kind of moves.
And with that basket, he is the first guy in double figures for the Altas. 11 points, may chance ang dito. Short, pinatito yun. Sorry, Mark. Pero ngayon, tayo from EAC side. You got Mix Venegas. Mix.
Ang daming nasayang na opportunity at masyado na nga daw na-take advantage ng Perpetual Altas ang EAC Generals. And what I got from the dugout is tinanong ni Coach Oliver Bunyi kung pinanghihinaan nga daw ba ng lakas ng loob ang team. Dahil isa nga daw sa mga naging focus ng kanyang training ay makakuha ng maraming rebounds dahil dito nga daw number 1 ang Perpetual Altas. Pero bakit hindi daw nila ito maipakita sa loob ng court? Hindi ito maipapanalo ng isa o dalawang tao, kundi teamwork at confidence ang kailangan para maipanalo to. Kaya sana naman daw sa pagdating ng third quarter ay bumax out na ang team at maglaro ng hindi lang para sa kanilang sarili, kundi para daw sa buong EAC community. That's all for now. Balik muna sa inyo.
Maraming salamat, Mix. And Mix mentioned rebounding, Coach Topex. Number 1 ang Perpetual. But EAC coming in, they're not doing so bad. They're number 4 in the league. Just averaging 1 rebound less than the Altas. But today is a different story.
Actually, we were talking about EAC prior to this ball game. They had 53 rebounds against CSB and 13 second chance points. So yung question doon of, yes, you know coming into this game that Perpetual is as a good rebounding team, but meron din naman tayong tinubuga. So it's just a matter of how much you wanted it more.
Yeah. And I think front line is one of the greatest assets of this EAC team because you got Diwag, Magoliano, Luciano, even Opad, who can bring you the physicality and some height advantage as well on the court. Now let's go to Perpetual side. Puntahan natin ngayon si Chloe Carillo. Chloe, go ahead.
Don't get careless. Yan nga ang paulit-ulit na paalala ni Coach Mike sa kanyang kuponan. Gusto niya makita na ma-translate ang kanilang stops at possessions to good offensive decisions, mag-analyze at intindihin ang kailangan nyo sa situation at yung kailangan nyo gawin at i-avoid na ang unnecessary thoughts. Asahan natin na makita ang players na they will stay in front of their man. The Altas know that their work is not over and they will not be satisfied with their game till the last buzzer. Balik sa inyo.
Chloe, thank you so much. They need to be careful because you mentioned the turnovers, the carelessness, that's been the problem here to begin the third quarter for them. And EAC, pero ito, nakaw ni Razon, hindi nga lang makakonvert. EAC is starting to convert on their side. Nakakuha sila ng turnover. Ito, nakakuha ng foul si Andre Doria. Doria will step into the free throw line for a couple of shots. Ito, one half of the Doria twins. Foul against Mark Denver Omega. Jun Roque is replaced. Dura comes in. Tolentino is back on the court for EAC. Ito naman si Andre Doria. Coach Opit, nakita na natin to. High school pa lang sila magkapatid playing for Adamson. Pag-college nila, tumawid lang papuntang EAC.
Nakabilang bahay lang.
Oo, yun.
Maganda padaan dito sa San Marcelino Street nakita yung EAC. So, again, it's gonna be a blessing for EAC to have this kind of players and yun na nga naman ang hinaantay natin.
Meron ka dating twins din eh. Hindi, twins na
players. So,
sometimes it's really hard to, like especially these twins. for this set. Itong Dorian yung set. Hirap eh. Titignan mo talaga sa pangalan sa likod nila.
Eh, ang ginagawa ko, Martin, pag nagalit ako sa isa, magagalit na ako sa... Para sigurado.
Oh, yeah.
Para walang kawala. Pag sumablay yung isa, sablay din yung isa.
Oo. Ang hirap pa na magkamarino kasi package deal.
Kaya nag-aaway yung dalawa.
Nag-aaway yung dalawa.
Ayaw daw si JP, ayaw mapagalitan. Yeah. Sasabihin kay GC, ayusin ko lang mo. Yeah. Kasi parehas tayo mapapagalitan. Pero mahal na mahal natin yung dalawang kambal na yun.
Talking about JP and GC Marcelli, formerly of the LPU Pirates. There's Ian Lira in the meantime. The cross-court pass. 6-6 yung pumasa eh. Ang taas ng pasa para dito kay Tolentino.
Another wasted opportunity for the AAC Generals kasi nga naman eh, may katabi ng open eh. Again, sila yung naglalaro, nakikita nila yung sa loob, but yung nakikita nating mga meron eh, may ibang kasamang open na pwedeng pasahan.
Here's the drive by Nidura. Magoliana secures it. AAC will have a chance to trim it down to a single-digit lead. They do it in this possession. It is Andre Doria with the ball. Hello to Magoliano. JP, Liwa. Liwa, naagawan. Ngayon si Razon. Shalom on the move. The kick out. Cuevas for three. Too strong and pulled down again by Magoliano.
So far in this scheme of things, sayang yung mga opportunities na binibigay dito sa EAC. Yes, they're making stops. They're forcing Perpetual to commit turnovers, but they're not converting on the offensive end.
Not capitalizing, no? Coach Topex.
Sayang. And now, Perpetual is just giving them one-shot opportunity for every possession. So, the more you should value your possession kasi alam mo yung chances na makakuha ng extra to one possession is napakaliit. Kaya naman ay masasayang it. Obviously now, the time is not on your side because you're trailing by 10 points with 5 minutes and 36 left in the third quarter. You need to connect. Connect is the answer for Tolentino connecting the three.
And the lead is down to 7. 5 and 32 to go dito sa third quarter natin.
Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
Is this it? Yes! And Mamuski with a 1-2 is now down to just 6.
And never miss a beat on the latest hardcourt drama. We'll bring you stories behind each point and victory, one play at a time. Follow our official social media handles for your daily fix of hype and adrenaline. Online, GMA Sports. Pusong kampiyon.
Back to the coverage. Joshua Tolentino, high school sa Arellano University, pumunta sa EAC, really making a mark in his rookie year. Still in double figures, scored the three-pointer, cut the lead down to just 7. In total, this guy has 13 points in the game. Look at that, 3 out of 4 from deep at dagdagan pa ng 3 assists in just 15 minutes of action.
Solid numbers coming from Joshua Tolentino, providing the spark for the EAC Generals.
Now we got a ball game, folks. Razon badly needing to put out the fire. No go from the baseline. And here comes Tolentino. Scoring point guard of EAC. They'll go to Robin. Robin hasn't hit a shot rather from the field. Tolentino. No. Omega secures. Here's Razon. Cello will wait. Cello will utilize the screen. Back up again. This time it's with Egan, their captain. Barguma. 7 to work with for Perpetual. Ball is tapped and stolen away. That was well read by Liwag. Robin is open. Robin knocks it down from deep.
Just when we needed it the most for EAC, Robin connecting from the 3. That's a good stop and a good score for EAC.
And EAC is back well alive in this one. Only down by 4. Arguma. 8 to work with for Perpetual. Omega umatake. Omega scores off the window.
What a way to stop the momentum coming from Omega. He was composed. He knows how to really work his way in and barrel his way in and go for that connection. Now, another stop for Perpetual, and now they're starting to run.
Egan, stop, shoots. Throws up an air ball. It is collected by Robin. Omega is the focal point of this Perpetual offense. He has 13 points across his name.
Now I'm going to ask you, Martin, if you're Omega, would you demand for the ball, especially that you are making the right decisions? Why? Because your shots are coming from the inside.
Yeah.
And so far, I'm sure Coach Mike has been telling his players to execute their play because we have something that works for us. As we look at Sir Frank Busi, lolo natin yan from before now with University of Perpetual Health System Data. Tito Frankie, Daddy Frank. Yeah. Good afternoon po.
Speaking of Perpetual, congratulations to Sir Anton Tamayo because he was elected as the director of the NCRPO Press Club. And to Tita Rose Lara as well, congratulations. Well, that's again good news for the Perpetual community. Meantime, a 6-point lead. Ito si team manager Anton Tamayo. Nagko-convince at nagmo-motivate sa mga players siya talaga. Naglagay nung tarp natin yung Final Four predictions natin sa gym nila. Alright, 6-point lead held by his team. We'll go to a quick break.
Pusong kampiyon! Tayo'y may pusong kampiyon! There's no stopping us from getting the latest news and catching every nerve-wracking moment of the NCAA games. Pumunta na sa official NCAA website, gmanetwork.com/NCAA at i-download ang official NCAA app para sa latest updates, full game videos at team rosters and box scores. Walang iwanan online sa Season 98 ng NCAA. Achieve greatness every day. The players to watch and the teams to beat. Get ready because your favorite hardcore heroes are here.
Back to the coverage. This was the transition 3 earlier for Ralph Robin. His first make from the field today. Robin has 4 points. The lead is down to 6. EAC will get another shot at trimming this lead. Goes with Art Cosa. Ooh. Foul away from it. No, it was on the ball. Barcuma is whistled for the foul. So the Altas with 3 team fouls. 3 minutes, 2 seconds nalabay sa ating third quarter. So far, EAC has outscored Perpetual 11-4 in the third quarter. Luciano now with attack. Oh, sent back by Omega. A volleyball spike from MDO.
What a way to stop that play and then stop the momentum coming from Omega, making sure being the secondary defender, just waiting for that opportunity, swatting the ball away.
Center dun si Luciano. Oh! The prayer goes in for JC Luciano. And he cuts the lead down to 4.
What a way to end that shot clock for Luciano. Just when you got your shot blocked. Now you've proven that I could do better.
Here's Abbas. Cross-court pass quickly to Razon. No. Omega almost getting it. Pero nagkasabitan dun si Umpad at si Omega. But check out this prayer. Wala na. Shot clock winding down. Needed to put it up. JC Luciano connects. Ang laking basket pa nun. Dahil pang baba sa 4 yung lamang itong Perpetual. Barcuma, tuluyan ng lamig ang offense ng Perpetual dito sa third quarter natin. They've only scored 4 points in the third. Oh! And they will lose that possession as well. Wow.
This is what we've been talking about. The story of the season for Perpetual. You create an early lead, just when you thought that the other team's gonna roll down and die, starting slowly building up momentum. Yung sinasabi natin ng consistency to finish the ball game for Perpetual ALTAs.
Ortiza against the taller Abyss. Ortiza sent back by Omega. Another rejection for MDO. Again, Perpetual trying to break the dry spell. Akuma stops on time, sends it out to Omega. Sinusubukan na.
Tinatansya kung kaya tumitaw sa labas. But so far, he's been solid from the inside. But again, too quick for his comfort for Omega.
Out in, Rivers will not go. Hold down by Luciano. Quick to Tolentino. And at the 20 remaining, EAC on a 13-2 run. The last 7 minutes of the third. Cosa, gusto nagdagan. Ayan ang magmamando. Punta kay Luciano sa poste. Luciano backing down. JC, Cosa, no! Rebound goes to Omega.
Wasted opportunity there for the EAC Generals. You have to give credit sa depensa na ginagawa nitong Perpetual. But the problem for Perpetual right now is the opportunity or the shots that they're taking. Tinatansya kanina ni Omega. Finally, sinubukan. At hindi maganda ang naging resulta.
Para kay Mark Denver Omega. Tolentino, step back. Jumper is good for Joshua Tolentino. Lead is down to a single possession. What an avalanche in the third quarter for EAC. Abyss, Akuma, moving closer, sidestep, sumabit kay Luciano. Foul was given up. Ito muna. Look at the confidence of Joshua Tolentino here. He had a wide open JC Luciano there at the right wing, but opted to take the step back jumper.
A lot of composure ang pinapakita nitong batang to. Talking about Tolentino. Yes, another guy's open there on the wide open shot, but nakita niya kaya. He created that space by attacking the basket. Kaya naman na nung bumitaw tinira niya. And look at this foul right now. I think Coach Mike Sagigin is tinatanong nga naman because hinatak itong si Peter Pan Barcuma.
And hindi masyadong fortunate yung timing na to para sa EAC because if this is called a non-sportsmanlike foul, ito nakalapit na sila. Dalawa na lang hinahabol nila. Could potentially give the momentum back to Perpetual side. Oh, yan na. It is confirmed. A non-sportsmanlike foul on JC Luciano as he was trying to prevent that easy basket by Ray Joey Barcuma. So this will be 2 free throws for
upon review on number 8, JC Luciano.
Luciano, yeah, siya natawagan ng anspo dito. So 2 free throws for Peter Pan plus possession for Perpetual. Bago ito i-score ni Peter Pan Barcuma, Coach Topex, Tolentino has 5 points in this quarter. The entire Perpetual team, they only have 4 in the entire third quarter. So Tolentino outscoring, now tying the Perpetual team in the third. At ang field goal shooting ng Perpetual dito sa quarter na to, Coach. It's been Mark Denver Omega that's been keeping them alive. 2 out of 3. Doon ang galing yung 4 points. The rest of the team, 0 out of 11.
Ito question dito, Martin, as you're digging in the numbers. Is it the defense of EAC that's forcing itong Perpetual ALTAs to commit those kind of challenge shots? Or is it just them shooting themselves on the foot by forcing their shots? Kasi itong dilemma dito, Martin, kung malaki yung kalamangan mo minsan na medyo nagkakaroon ka ng konting leeway para nga naman gumawa ng sarili mong diskarte. But a lot of lessons has to be learned, not only from EAC, but from Perpetual.
But great news for us and the NCAA fans because we have a good game, 47-43. And we head to the fourth quarter action. Pagbalik po natin dito sa GTV.
How's the first day back for everybody?
It was great to see everyone. I think we were all happy to be back together.
We will never get lost because we have our parents.
Pero
Kamusta, Alexandra? Salamat at nakapunta ka rito.
Come with me for a tour of the world's biggest IKEA store.
Being a PWD kasi in the Philippines is quite difficult.
Yun yung engineer nyo. Babae pala.
Bakit nga ba tila nabura sa kasaysayan ang sistema ng pagsusulat na ito?
Always stay updated with the latest news in the country and around the world through GMA News and Public Affairs Facebook and YouTube news feeds anytime, anywhere. Dahil wagi ang mayalam.
Back to the coverage. We check out the quarter scoring here. Look at that, 15-6. EAC third quarter. Coach Topex. Yun lang yung nagpahabol sa kanila dito sa ating laban. Because the Altas were ahead by 13 at the half.
If you're gonna look at that numbers that they just showed, yung consistency, makikita natin. Yes, yung Perpetual, yes, they started off pretty well, like they really are on a mission. Second quarter, they follow it up, and then all of a sudden, lumambot or nanghina yung production nila. It's not that they're not playing defense. Itong EAC was able to move the ball around, finding the right personnel, making stops and scoring off of those stops.
Ball movement din yun. Yun ang panimula natin sa fourth quarter. Hindi lang naipasok ni Andre Doria. So Perpetual, they gotta start making shots here. Only one field goal for Perpetual. At nagpapatuloy yan in the last 9 minutes of the game.
The problem on that offense for Perpetual, only 2 players was able to touch the basket. What was working for them in the first quarter was everybody was touching that basket. Now, ito namang EAC. They've been moving the ball around, trying to get the rhythm. Ang problema dito, Martin, is they're beginning to build up and believes in themselves na kaya namin tumikit. Hindi mo na tatalunin, but tumikit lang muna.
Nakahabol na sa 3-pointers itong EAC. They have 5 in total as a team. Perpetual has 6 on the other hand. Aurin pull-up jumper. Aurin connects. Badly needed basket for Kim Aurin and the rest. The Perpetual help Altas. That's the first basket of the game for Kim. Back to a 3-point game. Robin sends it out. Luciano, ilalapit to ni JC. Divine to umpat. Beautiful play from the Generals.
What we're seeing right now from EAC was what we saw early on para sa Perpetual. Yes, Kim Aurin made that shot, but again, they're just going to Kim around, which is making them very predictable right now.
Now, they will send it back out to Peter Van Der Oom. Si Aurin pa rin ang hahanapin nila. Counter reload here for Kim Aurin. Aurin face up, jumper short. And Umpat pulls it down. And EAC will have a chance to grab the lead. If ever, this will be their first lead of the game. Because they trailed the entire time. Luciano will take it. Off the bank, no go. Rebounded by Ferreras. And here come the Altas.
We've seen a lot of this play coming from EAC wherein doon sa fourth quarter, they're still in the ball game. Kaya naman sinabi natin against CSB, they had a chance. They were close. So tignan natin ngayon kung magpa-follow up or they will overcome that kind of basketball play.
Here's Marcuma. Attacking off the window. Lumabas para kay Peter Pan. That gives us a chance to go inside at Perpetual side with Chloe Carillo. Chloe, go ahead.
Gentlemen, parang na-predict nga ng consistent contributor na si John Aves ang bad habit ng Altas na mag-relax kapag nakakalamang na nga sa laro. Entering the fourth quarter, the challenge is replicating the hustle and intensity that we saw in the first half para kay Coach Mike. Dapat hindi shortcut ang execution of the plays and stick with your options and adjust to the situation. Isa-isa niyang pinaalala sa kanyang mga players ang mga tao na dapat nilang bantayan. Gusto niya makita ang challenge and pressure sa kanyang mga players para makuha na itong panalo at close out ang fourth half without the same problems that they had last time. Balik sa inyo.
Chloe, maraming salamat. Last time out against San Sebastian, they had a closer in Jello Razon. Sino ngayon ang tatapos para sa University of Perpetual Help? Marcuma from the corner. Too strong, inaalat pa rin. Itong Altas from the field. 49-48. And EAC gets another chance to grab the lead. Tolentino. Handling it. Pull-up jumper. No go. Zon pulls him down. Jello. Carreras for 3. In and out. And we go back the other way here. Quick shots taken by both teams. Valentino. Luciano. Luciano now will take it. Up to the right. Luciano crashes, but it ends up with Aurin. Barcuma. Omega. Omega scores on the break. And Omega. 15th point of the game. We go to a timeout first. A 3-point lead maintained by Perpetual.
So we're here to make your day, featuring amazing, funny, and heartwarming stories to bring you something bright and sweet and get you dancing through tough times. Simple joys that remind us of the many reasons we can still smile. Cleanse your timeline with Make Your Day. Join us on YouTube and Facebook and share your stories too. Let's spread more awesome, wholesome content out there. Make your day!
Mabilis magbago ang mundo at ang daming naiisip ng tao. Hatid ng Next Now ang latest sa science and technology, maging updated sa groundbreaking inventions.
Hello there.
Tignan natin to. Mark Denver Omega, nakita natin. Nakikipag-consulta sa coach ng Perpetual, but he is on a different gear today. 15 points, way over his average, or over 8 points a game, Coach Topex. And he's doing it on both ends of the court. He's rebounding, he's scoring, and he's denying shots.
You gotta love what Omega's been doing. Pero nga naman kulang pa rin. Because so far, Omega's only the bright spot para sa koponan ng Perpetual Altas. While ito namang EAC, kumakatok sa pintuan nitong game natin na to, Martin.
But so far, couldn't get over the hump. At anong plano ng EAC side? Pakinggan natin si Mix Venegas.
Gentlemen, kung may napansin ako ngayong season 98, madalas nating nakikita ang totoong laro sa third quarter. At pinatunayan niya ng EAC Generals dahil nakahabol sila na kahit papano dito laban sa Perpetual Altas. Ngayon, entering the fourth quarter, Coach Oliver Bunyi just want to see na masustain nila ang kanilang composure. At syempre, nasa loob na si Ralph Robin, si Joshua Tolentino, si Allen Liwag, at saka si King Gortiza. At sana naman daw ay magtulong-tulong na sila na umuwi na daw sila ng may panalo. Umuwi kaya sila may panalo ngayon, gentlemen. Balik sa inyo.
Tingnan natin, Mix. But, you got a great point there. This is their best offensive lineup on the court. Netura short on the jumper. But it hasn't panned out rather for EAC. They couldn't get over the hump. Lumalapit sila pero hindi nakakaalagwa. Ito si Gortiza. Gortiza takes. Too strong. Rebound ending up with Barcuma. And we're off to the races. Razon will back up. Here is Jella Razon time. Pero pupuntahan niya si Kim Aurin dito. Aurin, step back. Good contest. But a better shot from Kim Aurin.
When you talk about trust, this is what it's all about. Kim Aurin struggling from that area. Coach Mike Sagigin keeps on going to that area. So far, Kim Aurin delivering the goods.
It's back to a 5-point lead. For Perpetual help, EAC needs to counter badly. Ortiza off the window, tipped in. Wala pa rin para kay Liwag.
Sayang yung pagkakataon na yun. Because, again, Ortiz was able to go deep into the paint, creating that gap, creating that opportunity for offensive putback coming from Liwag, wasn't able to deliver.
He was all alone. He could have gone with two hands. Aurin, though! Starting to heat up Kim Aurin. 2 straight buckets for Kim. And lead is back up to 7. Valentino going around. Doria baseline drive. Doria high off the window.
Doria providing that spark or pamatay sunog para sa koponan ng EAC, finishing strong. I had an opportunity to take that shot, which is easy, an outside shot, pero hindi siya ganun confident, and now going hard to the basket.
And now, they'll force Kim Orin to an offensive foul. Kim Orin, first jumper earlier, well contested, no problem for Kim. Eto pa, dinidikitan talaga ni Doria dito. But you know, Kim Orin, better offense over that defense of Andre Doria, and then the corner shot. Another tough make for Kim. Then the Michael Jordan shrug right after. 8 points for Kim, 6 here in the fourth. Tolentino driving, ball fake, wala. And it stays with the EAC with a fresh 14 on the clock. Andre Doria willing to come in. Hindi pa, next dead ball na daw. Wala, kinaliwa ni Maguliano, nakakuha niya ulit. Ortiza, 7 seconds to work with. 5 now on the clock. Ortiza, difficult attempt. He gets his own miss. Ortiza, napayungan. They will retreat. Ball is with Ralph Robin. They will send it to Luciano. Ortiza now. Spinning against the corner ni Duran. Wala pa rin para sa EAC.
A lot of wasted opportunities coming from EAC. Those are 4 shots that you shouldn't be taking. Why? Because you already missed your shot in the first time. Yeah. Try to give your teammates another opportunity. Sayang. Because again, you need to value the possession. Why? 2 minutes and 20 seconds left in the ball game. You're trailing by 5. You have to make a stop.
Aurin. Backing down. Kim Aurin. Out of the border. Mauubusan ng oras si Aurin.
Shot clock violation.
2 and 11 to go in this low-scoring ball game between EAC and Perpetual. Both teams experiencing their version of a dry spell.
Now the problem or the question for both of these teams is, if you're EAC, you need to have the opportunity to convert. Where is it coming from? Ball movement, player movement.
The Generals on the attack. Need to score here. Maguliano! Basket and the foul for JP Maguliano.
Rare are the times that the EAC Generals offense is going, attacking the basket, coming from the 4. Palagi yung Bautista, palagi yung Tolentino attacking the basket. So iniba naman ngayon ng opensa ni Coach Oliver Bunye, and so far delivered the number. Kaya naman ngayon, may chance itong EAC. Ibaba ang kalamangan into right now it's already 1 possession. Titingnan natin.
Mark Denver shooting 63% from the field today. The rest of the team, 23%. That difference. And it's been obvious here in the second half of the battle. Kim Orin couldn't connect. Abbas gets it back. Another offensive rebound for the Altas in the zone. Wala pa rin. Martel gets him another chance. 10 to shoot. Aurin looking for the clear out. Aurin makes his move. Aurin falling down. Got hit. And ball is with EAC. A 4-on-5 possession. Ortiza. Luciano open. Nakabot si Aurin. Ortiza on the cut. A foul given up. And 2 free throws coming up for King Ortiza.
That was helter-skelter
Yeah.
basketball. Medyo hirap sabayan yung energy, but you gotta love the way EAC just kept on holding into that opportunity. They had a chance to attack the basket. Nakita nila na wala doon si Kim Aurin. Kaya naman sinamanta na nila. And what a way to go to the free throw line if you're EAC.
And now, King Ortiza will be tested at the free throw line. Scoring natin so far, Coach Topex, 9 to 8 in the fourth quarter. And that's care of EAC. Ortiza gets the shooter's bounce.
Don't look now, Martin. Bumababa na yung kalamangan itong Perpetual Altas. At same old story as their last games. Hindi lang itong game na to, but the game prior to this, they build an early lead. They kinda relax down the way, and then now nagkaroon ng kumpiyansa itong EAC, and alam naman natin uhaw na uhaw sa panalo. And sabi nga natin, when we were watching their previous games, ang daming opportunity doon eh. Hindi naman to bumitaw na lang basta-basta na hindi lumaban. You're gonna see the fight in this EAC Generals.
Now they're just down by 1. 55-54. Maybe for the third time in this game na ibaba nila sa isang laban. Itong Altas. Omega. Razon! Short. And a chance for the Generals to grab the lead. Under a minute remaining. Robin. Against a smaller Barkuma. Robin will attack. Robin! No! But a foul and 2 free throws coming up for Ralph Robin. Again, we keep reiterating this. EAC hasn't led in this game. It's been Perpetual all the way, but now Ralph Robin with this shot and the fish for the foul gets a chance at the free throw line. Earlier, he had a trip. He was 1 out of 2. But he's a shooter, Coach Topek, so he's one of the more reliable shooters neto ni Coach Oliver Buni.
And now Coach Mike Sagigin using his contest. So titingnan natin, what is he contesting about? Because right now, itong Perpetual is already in penalty. We were just talking about it earlier with 4 minutes or 5 minutes left in the ball game. Wala pang foul, both these teams. But now, Perpetual is already on penalty and Robin is in the line. Now, if you make his 2 shots, ang dami mong foul na ngayon na pwedeng ibigay if you're EAC.
That's right. So that's something they could take advantage of. In the last 37.2 seconds, nalalabi dito sa ating laban. Pero ginamit na ni Coach Mike Sagigit yung kanyang challenge. And they only get 1 the entire game. At any point, they can use it. But that's the only challenge that they have. So, call will stay. Robin will shoot 2. And here we go. Robin short on the first. A pressure-packed moment for Ralph Robin, their leading scorer in season 97. Oh, out of 2. Omega gets fouled by Maguliano. 2 golden chances missed by Robin.
You had a chance if you're EAC, but meron pang 35.2 seconds left in the ballgame, Martin. So you need to get your act together. That's why we're heading into this timeout.
All right, this is a timeout from Coach Mike Sagigit, Coach Topex. Good thing for the Altos here. They're up by 1, 55-54. We'll determine if we'll hear from Coach Mike here. But they got closers on this team that they can just dump the ball to or dump the ball on. Ito, pakinggan natin si Coach Mike.
Hindi, kailangan na sa'yo bola. It's either ikaw or si Joey. Ikaw na mag-inbound, pre. Ikaw na mag-inbound. Dito tayo. Tama. Inbound game. Sino 4 natin? Game. Pre, so magandang getting open ha. It's either of the 2 game. Bigyan mo ng bola. Pag wala, show ka. Tapos ibigay mo pa rin sa 2 game, bumaba ka lang. Motion pa rin tayo. Motion 2. Motion 3. Wala mo na solo game. Kung sa reverse ang tayo kumuha. Go!
Coach, malinaw yon. Instructions from Coach Mike Sagigit. Sinabihan si Kim Aurim, wala mo na solo.
I think that's the right thing to do if you're Coach Mike Sagigin. Kasi nga naman 2 things. Obviously, medyo basa yung depensa. But it doesn't mean Kim Aurin cannot score off that defense. But may fouls to give pa itong EAC Generals. Marami pa silang pwedeng i-waste na fouls. So tingnan natin kung anong gagawin ng Perpetual.
Oh, a turnover. That's definitely not what they wanted. Ball going back to EAC side. Coach Oliver calling for time. Look at this. A crucial error. Yeah, Omega was waiting for Aurin's cut. But it didn't occur, Coach Topex. And now, EAC will get a chance to go for the win in this next possession. Pakinggan natin si Coach Oliver.
Foul right away. Penalty yan ha. So dito natin ilalabas ang bola. Okay? 14 tayo. Intindihan natin. Okay, coach. Okay. So JC, ikaw maglalabas naman. Go na JC, go na. Kumilang ka, JC. Ay. Hindi. Okay ka, JC? O sige, si JC na maglalabas ng bola ha. So ikaw ang dito ka, ikaw na lang parang rim runner. JP, ikaw ang kukuha ng bola. Okay. Kung hindi, ganito, kung gusto mo, wala na yung screen para kay JP. Oh, hindi, huwag mo muna tingnan mo muna ha. Screen lang ka, babalik ka dito. Okay, no illegal screen. Kung pwede yan, ibigay natin kasi kailangan natin pumuntos eh. Now, pag nagpintis tayo, we foul right away kasi madami tayong dapat ibigay. Atakin nyo!
They've had multiple chances to take the lead in this game, but this next one could be the most crucial one for the EAC Generals, not only to take the lead, but could potentially, this next possession could seal their first victory of the season.
Just hearing from the timeout or the huddle that Coach Oliver really gave, kumbaga inaano niya na kaagad na punit, ibababa ni JC Maguliano. He was asking him to swing, ready to bring down the basketball.
Yeah. Ito siya ngayon. Pinasahan ni Robin. 12 seconds to shoot. Shot clock is dead. Robin has it. 7 seconds now. 4 seconds. Robin! No! And that's a foul on EAC. And Perpetual will survive. Once more in season 98. What a finish. Robin had the chance. Drove it to the basket. Melted the clock. Yeah. Ito yung drive, Coach Topex. Flipped it up. Just a little too strong, and you saw the reaction afterwards from Kim Aurin, securing the rebound and the dub for the Altas. You know, so they called the foul on Luciano, but he's not in the penalty. So wala tong free throws para sa Perpetual, Coach Topex.
Is it now? Kasi di ba pinag-uusapan natin palagi, wala ka pang foul, pwede kang pumaul. But the problem here, gusto mo dapat penalty ka na if you're EAC, because Perpetual could just easily inbound the ball and they're gonna get that victory. Sayang na opportunity yon para sa koponan ng EAC.
Coach, we were wondering why the ball didn't end up with their leading scorer today, and Joshua Tolentino.
I think he's not even on the floor.
Yeah.
So
that's why we're so curious about that, because he's the lone bright spot on the offensive end. Everybody else was struggling. He had a decent 5 out of 11 outing from the field.
Again, that's a coach's decision, and then again, the coaches always has the right to call. Yun nga lang bakit wala? Because he was the one there who's really could attack the basket, solid from the free throw line, has the composure, but kasi if you're Coach Oliver, yung veterano mo rin I mean, eto naman talaga.
You go to your old reliables.
The reason why we're having this conversation is Robin missed the shot.
Yeah,
if Robin made that shot, we're not gonna have this conversation asking why Tolentino wasn't there.
Yeah.
So ganun talagang trabaho ng isang coach. You take a risk on a player. Genius ka pag nanalo. Yung kabilang side, pag natalo, itong tawag sa'yo. So, again, part of the ball game, but Robin had a clear path to the basket. Talaga namang i-disrupt yung atake. Sino ba naman yung tumatapal? Si Omega lang naman. So, it's really been solid defensively for Perpetual Altas.
And Robin today is 1 out of 11 from the field. Far cry from his performance last time out against the Blazers. A total of 4 points for Robin. So they'll put some time in.
Mahirap kasi to Martin kasi sobrang tenths of a second yata ang pinag-uusapan natin dito. But just like again what I was saying, wala sa penalty itong EAC as we look at the points ng Perpetual ALTAS. 41 in the first half.
Coach, okay, dagdag pa natin. 6 in the third, 8 in the fourth quarter. Hindi sumampa ng double figures.
Yeah. That's an alarming number if you're Perpetual. Why this cannot happen if you're gonna play those higher tier teams?
That's
because you cannot falter, you cannot relax, you cannot all of a sudden have this dry spell. Kasi nga naman, ang hirap na. Ito yung Martin, yung feeling na nanalo ka pero feeling mo talo ka. Why? Because you weren't able to get the job done.
Yeah.
Kasi nagkaroon ng chance eh.
Correct.
Kumbaga, binigay mo yung faith mo na dapat nasa iyo, ibinigay mo sa iba eh. So, again, a lot of lessons for Perpetual if they want to go all the way, which, again, I'm a big fan of this program. But yun nga lang right now is may konting question dun how well they are finishing because they've really been struggling on the end.
Yeah. But despite the struggles in the second half, they're about to get another win in season 98. That's another one for them in the win column. 55, 54. Oh, so the Altas will call for time. So 0.9, 9/10 of a second yung inilagay ng ating officials. And we're just waiting for the final score.
Yep. I've seen this kind of plays before. I was just thinking about it. May ginawang isang play before si Olsen when he was with si Coach Olsen Racela when he was with San Miguel Beer. Ganitong sitwasyon. Lamang sila, tenths of a second. You know what he did? Inabot niya yung bola sa defender. Because pagka nga naman binato mo pa yun or you're trying to pass the ball, may chances na ma-foul pa. Kumbaga, makakuha pa ng foul yung offensive team. So inabot niya na lang yung bola. Siyempre yung defensive player, ano gagawin sa bola?
Litsa na lang. Oo nga.
So remember, tatakbo ang oras kapag ka inabot. May nakahawak na player. So tingnan natin kung anong gagawin ng Perpetual ALTAS.
But, silipin natin, Coach. It's gonna be coming up next here. 0.9. ALTAS about to get their 4th win of the season. Trigger man is Jello was on. And they're putting Earl Umpat on him. Yeah, well, yun ang easy decision if you're Jello was on. Off the defender, that's what they did. First topics. To get some time off. So 3/10 ang nawala doon. Isa pa. This time getting into Aurel. The time will expire in this ball game. The Altas officially gets another win here in season 98. The final score, 55-54, a 1-point win for Perpetual over EAC. The Generals remain winless in the competition.
Another sorry finish para sa koponan ng EAC. Same story, they had a chance. They were there, they were close. A couple of mistakes down the way made them pay the price. Another victory also for Perpetual ALTAS.
And the Altas will go up to 4-3, tying Arellano in the team standings right now. Diyan sa ating number 5 spot. So a well-deserved school win para dito sa Perpetual ALTAS.
We have learned life with
Another game slipping away for the EAC Generals, but the Altas surviving this one, a 1-point win, 55-54. Napagaling school him ng EAC at ng Perpetual. Pagbalik po natin, kausapin natin si Coach Mike Sagigit, our winning head coach, siyempre mula sa Perpetual side. Kaya yan po ang inyong abangan sa pagbabalik namin dito sa NCAA Season 98.
Keep up with non-stop in-court action with GMA Sports. Catch the latest sports news here and round the globe. Be thrilled with conversations about the finest athletes and sports personalities.
Is this it? Yes! And Mamuski with a 1-2 is now down to just 6.
And never miss a beat on the latest hard-court drama. We'll bring you stories behind each point and victory, one play at a time. Follow our official social media handles for your daily fix of hype and adrenaline. Online, GMA Sports. Pusong kampiyon. Tayo'y may pusong kampiyon. There's no stopping us from getting the latest news and catching every nerve-wracking moment of the NCAA game. Pumunta na sa official NCAA website, gmanetwork.com/NCAA at i-download ang official NCAA app para sa latest updates, full game videos at team rosters and box scores. Walang iwanan online sa Season 98 ng NCAA. Achieve greatness every day. The players to watch and the teams to beat. Get ready because your favorite hardcore heroes are here. This is your NCAA Season 98. Achieve greatness every day. Catch all the action live Tuesdays to Wednesdays and Fridays to Sundays, 12 noon on GTV.
What is climate change? Because information is crucial, we're giving you all the facts that you need.
Anong mga lugar sa Pilipinas ang COVID-free?
Introducing Me to Me, a weekly explainer series from GMA News and Public Affairs.
Here's
Back to the coverage at the conclusion of our second offering on a Tuesday, October 4, 2022. It is the Perpetual Altas winning this one by a point, 55-54, getting their fourth victory in season 98, and with 2 games left dito po, or 2 games left in the first round, at least for them, they've already equaled their win total from season 97. At ngayon po, kasama natin siyempre ang nag-iisang coach, Mike Sagigit of the Perpetual Health Altas. Coach, hello. Kasama niya pala Martin Javier, Coach Topix Robinson. Coach Mike is here with us. Coach, parang simangot ka pa. Ready na, panalo pa rin to. Congratulations.
Kanina nung paakyat ako dito, doon ko naramdaman na nanalo kami. Kanina hindi ko maramdaman eh.
Coach,
Yes.
kamusta yung second half? Was very tough for you guys. You only scored 14 points. But despite that, you still got the win. Walk us through what was going through your mind, especially when you were experiencing those struggles. Kasi ang ganda ng simula niyo, Coach.
Oo, sobra yung first half namin. Kumbaga, we're hitting our shots, tapos nararan namin kung ano yung gusto namin takbuhin. Festive naman kami sa dugout kanina, bago lumabas, masaya naman. Tapos gano'n na naman, sabi ko. Kasi dati, yun ang problema namin, yung second half eh. Nung LPU game, medyo stable yung third quarter namin. Tapos basta, ang ganda ng closeout namin. Tapos ngayon, back na naman sa ganun. Sabi ko, consistency ang kailangan natin. Ngayon ko lang nakita yung score, 55-54. Low scoring ball game pala.
Low scoring, Coach.
Hindi kami makashoot. Buti hindi rin sila nakashoot.
Again, Coach Mike, we've always been watching how you guys play. Tama-tama sinabi mo, festive. And again, nakikita rin namin yung composure mo down the line. Yes, your players are making a mistake, but you keep on just encouraging them. Kaya nga sabi mo kanina din, pag akyat mo, medyo mabigat para sa'yo. What does it take para na naman bigyan ng freedom itong mga players mo?
Coach, wala naman silang paghuhugutan yan eh. Sa akin lang din manggagaling talaga, Coach. Kaya yung mga players ko na yan, lahat ng trust, ibibigay ko sa kanila. Whatever happens, di kami mag-iiwanan yan. Talagang kung ano yung mistakes namin, pag-aralan, kung ano yung strength namin, lalo namin i-polish. Kasi hindi ko iwanan yung mga bata na yan.
Ito, Coach, na-expect namin sa inyo, siyempre, Kim Aurin, Barcuma, Razon, pero hindi siya yung leading scorer nyo today. Leading scorer nyo, Mark Denver Omega. Ito na ba ang simula ng talagang offensive-minded na Omega para sa Perpetual?
Actually, talaga namang may mga looks talaga sa amin si Mark eh. Nung mga past games lang, medyo gusto niyang maging gwardiya pa eh.
Okay.
Kanina, kahit na meron pa kaming cue eh, talagang kinukuha niya eh. Baka in-rhythm din yung bata. In-rhythm din yung bata.
Yes, Coach Mike, you were mentioning this kanina. Maybe in rhythm nga naman, and talaga namang napakaganda ng inyong counter doon. Tama yung sinabi mo, Coach Mike, you made the necessary stops down the line. And again, looking now in your next game, ito ngayon na malaking question is, again, how will you face itong defending champs natin?
Yung next 2 games namin, pinakamadaling kalaban na tayo.
Sino ba? Sige, Coach. Sino ang next 2 games?
Literal lang sa kabeda.
Ayun naman.
Hindi, masarap kalaro yan, Coach Tomix. As a coach, gusto ko yung mga ganyang laro eh. Tapos magiging kompleto pa ang literal on our game. So, i-challenge ko yung mga boys ko. Kasi, yan namang mga ganyan, pagka ang alam nilang malakas na kalaban, iba rin ang showing yan dyan eh. Iba rin ang nakikita ko. Gusto ko laging malakas ang kalaban para maboost sila eh. Yan ang kailangan nila.
Coach, what can you take out of this game? Kasi, it's still a win for you guys despite struggling in the second half, pero panalo pa rin yan kahit nahirapan kayo. Yung pakiramdam ba sa inyo, same din nung nananalo kayo at na-accomplish niyo yung dapat yung mga gawin sa mga laro na yan?
Kasi right now, season 98, lagi kami nag-uusap ng mga players ko. Sabi ko, hindi natin alam kung sino yung malakas. Kung sino yung talagang team to beat, ganyan. Parang, sabi ko, ang mindset ko sa kanila going to this game, sabi ko, let's start the second round already. Wala nang first round.
Okay.
Sabi ko ngayon, i-solidify nyo na kung ano yung gusto nyo gawin. Kasi ayoko mag-sink in kasi excuse to EAC, kasi yung kanilang standing medyo hindi pa nila makuha yung rhythm nila eh. Pero deadly ang team na yan. Kung hindi nila makuha yung rhythm, sabi ko sa kanila, baka naman pumunta tayo doon, akala nyo panalo na kayo. Yun nga ang nangyari after nung first half. Talagang hindi na makashoot hindi na, struggle na kami. Sana mag-sink in sa kanila na all the 9 teams here are very tough teams. Kumbaga, kailangan naming trabahuin, kailangan namin bigyan ng focus, and every game dapat lumabas kami ng talagang Perpetual Altas.
Coach, looking ahead to that matchup against the defending champions, the Letran Knights, you pushed this team to the limit. Nung Final Four last year, kayo yung pinakamalapit sa kanila.
2 points by 2 points.
2 points. That's right, Coach. And you didn't have Kim Orin back then. Ano yung abangan namin sa inyo? At, syempre, this is a Letran team that's also experiencing struggles right now within their team. Ano yung expect namin sa inyo? Usually, katulad ba yan yung approach nyo last season nung Final Four natin papunta sa laban nyo against Letran?
We're gonna give our best against Letran kasi barometer ng league yan, defending champion yan eh. So talagang paghandaan namin maigi. Luckily, parang 5 days going to that game eh. Kumbaga parang 4 days, parang gano'n. Which is yung mga games namin, isang araw lang ang pahinga eh. So kahit pa paano makakapagpahinga, makaka-recover yung mga katawan ng bata. Going up against a tough Letran team, defending champs yan eh. Kailangan paghandaan talaga maigi.
Oo nga no, Coach. Malaki yung gap dun sa last 2 games ninyo. You can rest for like 4 days before Letran. Tapos pagdating sa San Beda, meron kayong 6 days na rest. Okay, Coach?
Malaking bagay yan.
Malaking bagay yan, Coach. Lalong-lalo na at this stage, nabanggit mo, medyo condensed yung schedule natin. And for some teams, you play back-to-back. So you need that recovery period.
Yes. Badly needed.
Coach, ito, pabatiin na kita. Siyempre, maraming nanonood sa inyo ngayon. Nanalo ulit kayo, pang-4 nyo sa season 98. Patiin mo yung mga family members mo, loved ones na nanonood ngayon.
Unang-una po sa lahat, maraming salamat po dun sa ating coach sa taas for giving this win for us. Tapos, magpapasalamat po ako sa talagang sumusuporta po sa amin. Our chairman, Antonio Tamayo, ang kanyang wife, si Ma'am Daisy, ang kanyang mga anak, si Sir Richard, our president, Sir Anthony, at saka si Bossing Pogi na Boss Anton na laging nandyan sa games. And then all the sports staff doon po sa Perpetual community, sila Sir Frank Gusi na laging nandyan dyan. Tinitignan kami, inaasikaso kami, hindi kami pinababayaan. Sa mga students na nanood, para sa inyo to. At huwag kayong magsasawang sumuporta sa amin. Sa family ko, sa Gigit family, Malyari family, Chongkiao family, Heraldizo family, sa mga anak ko na nanonood, malamang nagtatatalo na yan ngayon. Masaya sila ngayon. Ice cream na naman tayo mamaya. Oo. Basta i-bless nyo kami lagi. Sana na-enjoy nyo yung game namin against EAC. At lahat ng games namin, gusto ko lagi tayong enjoy lahat.
Enjoy naman kami dito. Coach, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
On this big win, Coach.
Thank you very much.
Winning head coach. Yeah, Coach Mike Sagigit of the University of Perpetual Health, but we're not done talking to this team dahil may player naman tayong kakausapin. Kasama ngayon ni Chloe Carillo. Chloe, go ahead.
Salamat nga, Martin. I am with Mark Omega, who was the bright spot for the offense of the Perpetual Altas. Hi, Mark. Nasabi mo nga sa akin na medyo pinaprocess mo pa yung emotions mo ngayon sa game. So, kamusta naman na first back-to-back win for the Altas?
Sobrang saya kasi nakuha namin yung gusto namin sa dalawang sunod na panalo namin. Saka yun talagang yung goal namin sa team na makuha yung dalawang panalo. At saka hindi lang sa dalawang panalo, so sa susunod pa na game namin.
Na-mention mo nga sa akin na medyo emotional ka pa at pinaprocess mo pa talaga yung mga nangyari sa mga huling segundo ng game. So, take me through those last seconds. Ano yung na-feel nyo dun sa close-out?
Na-feel ko sa close-out, sobrang kinabahan ako kasi ako yung nagtapon ng bola eh. So, parang, oh shit, ito na baka dito na kami madadali. Pero, imbes na magalit sila, coach, parang minotivate nila ako na okay lang yan, manalalo tayo dito. Yun lang.
Ayun na nga, at yung common theme talaga sa Perpetual Altas ay yung kumpiyansa at yung trust na binibigay ng coaching staff sa inyo. So with that trust na nalaban nyo nga, naging panalo na nga ang laro for today's game. So for you, gano'n ka-importante yung ganong trust na binibigay ng coaches sa inyo?
Sobrang importante yun kasi dun kami nagbigay ng kumpiyansa sa bawat isa eh. Lalong-lalo na ako kasi unang-una hindi naman ako... Actually, galing ako sa volleyball dati tapos parang kinuha ako ni Coach Mike. So parang yung tiwala niya sa akin, sobrang taas talagang tiwala niya sa akin. Tapos ayun, yung pinapakita ko kasi sa training, parang nag-guard ako tapos yung tiwala nakuha ko sa kanya.
Ayun nga, Mark. And then yung mas nakakakababa doon sa dulo ng game is may foul trouble na nga. And as a big man, it's your work to secure the rebounds and to really make sure that no one gets into the paint. So ano yung feeling nung foul trouble na naman? It's almost the same situation as last time.
Ayun nga, yung foul trouble na yun, parang buti hindi na-shot. Kasi kung na-shot yun, 50-50 kami.
Sinusundan ka ng foul trouble pero nakita nga na you worked through it and kitang-kita nga na yung sipag nyo lumabas talaga. And of course, as said kanina, pinag-usapan nila, your next game will be against the Tran. Ano yung mga adjustments na gagawin nyo para to make sure na back-to-back-to-back win naman ang makukuha ng Altas?
Siguro magiging adjustment namin kasi alam na nila yung play namin. Siguro yung effort na lang. Effort tsaka sipag, tapos gawin namin yung game plan na pinapagawa sa amin. Kasi hindi biro yung kalaban yung Letran eh. Lalo na defending champion. So kailangan namin mag-effort. Sumipag sa mga rebound, tsaka sundin yung mga game plan nila, coach.
Ayun, Mark, at kitang-kita nga rin natin sa ngayong laro na grabe ang sea of support ng Perpetual community. So meron ka bang message to everyone who came out today and supported the Perpetual Altas?
Sa mga sumuporta sa amin na Perpetual community, maraming salamat. Sana wag kayong magsawang suportahan kami sa mga bawat game po namin kasi doon kami kumukuha ng lakas at kumpiyansa. At saka kay Boss Anton, sobrang thank you.
Sa friends and family mo pa back home, may gusto ka bang mga batiin?
Unang-una, salamat sa Panginoon kasi binigay niya tong panalong to and salamat sa mga sumusuporta sa akin sa province namin sa Lasam. Binabati ko nga pala yung papa ko na nanonood sa amin, Ading, tapos si mama, saka si lola, lolo, yung mga relatives ko dyan na nanonood sa akin. Saka yung family ng girlfriend ko, tita and tito, and yung girlfriend ko, AG Santos. Salamat.
Ayan, panalo. Salamat talaga, Mark. Congratulations again to the win of the Perpetual Altas. Back to the panel.
Maraming salamat, Chloe. Back-to-back wins for the University of Perpetual Health System Delta. Mark, Denver, Omega coming up big on both ends of the court, providing them that spark in the offensive end, more importantly. All right, after Mark, let's now go to the team manager of Perpetual. Here, congratulate natin siya, newly elected director of the NCRPO Press Club, Sir Anton Tamayo. Congratulations, first and foremost.
Thank you.
Sir Anton, how are you?
I'm good. Happy about the win.
Sir, you're once a player for Perpetual, so you know what these guys were going through. At least you have an idea of what kind of hard work that they need to put in for them to have a productive season. So far, you're a team manager now. From that perspective, how impressed are you with what they're showing right now on the court?
Actually, I'm really impressed, but I think they can do better.
Ooh, okay. So, I also heard, Sir Anton, that you put because another Anton Rojas played basketball with you in the Perpetual gym. And nakita niya doon yung streamer, yung banner na nandun yung Final Four predictions namin ni Coach Hammer. Nagulat ako, hindi niya nilagay yung coach topics, ha? Ilagay niyo rin.
Sige. I'll also put it there, Coach. I'll also put it there, Coach.
Pero nandun po yun. You put it there kasi hindi namin pinili yung Perpetual. We apologize, by the way. And again, context to that is we really had a hard time picking Final Four teams. But okay,
that's okay. I understand. Good choices naman.
Nag-explain talaga ako dito kay Sir Anton. But what was the intention behind putting that banner and in your gym? Pag nagte-training yung mga players mo, nakikita nila yan.
Well, of course, I wanted to challenge them because I want them to prove people wrong. Of course, that motivates them. It'll make them do the extra work. Every time they see that, they'll remember. So they'll work harder.
Coach Opex?
Again, that's right, Sir Anton. But one thing I noticed, every time I cover or listen to a Perpetual game, they never forget to mention that name. And again, yung sinabi ni Martin kanina, you played and now you're on the other side of the team. And what do you think is that something that you're doing that the players wouldn't keep on mentioning your name? Kasi ibang ano na pwede mo namang hindi sabi mo lang management eh. Di ba parang that's already a given. But again, why that certain name and what has it been that, I mean, you're giving to this team? That's why they love playing for you.
Well, I really try to support them as much as I can. You know, some of them were my teammates, and I played with them. They were my brothers, so like I know what they can do. I support them in every way I can. Whatever they need, if they need me, I'll be there for them. You know, yeah, I'll be there for them.
Sir Anton, from the stories of our courtside reporters, seems like you're the main motivator on this Perpetual team. Ikaw talagang kumakausap sa kanila, especially when they have bad games. Walk us through that. Like, is that, ikaw ba yun, self-imposed role ba yun for you to become their main motivator para bumalik sila dun sa laro nila? You've done it with like Razon, Aurin, and different guys on this team.
Right.
And afterwards, the game after, they perform.
Right, I just talk to them. I tell them to stay confident in themselves and keep shooting the ball, even if it doesn't go in, you know. For me to give my scorer the green light like that, I think that will help them.
Yeah, it helped Jello.
Yeah, it helped Jello.
Last time on, he had the ultra green light against San Sebastian. But
I love it. I love it.
But what can you say about the performance of your big guy, Mark Denver Omega, looking like an offensive machine? Usually he's utilized there, or he's right there in the lineup for defensive purposes, for rebounds. But today, he provided you some, like a scoring punch against EAC.
I love Mark Omega. He's like a Filipino Bright. That's what I would say. Yeah, he's like a Filipino Bright.
Wow.
Tigas pa ng katawan.
Oo nga eh, hindi na gigiba si Mark Omega.
Yeah, galing.
Filipino Bright ako.
Filipino Bright.
Grabe yun Coach.
Yeah, again, that's just a testament of, I mean, the connection that you have for this team. And again, I want to congratulate you for another win and good luck in your next 2 games.
Thank you, Coach. Thank you. I hope we get it.
There you go. That's Sir Anton Tamayo. Thank you so much for joining us here.
Thank you.
And congratulations as well on getting elected as director of the NCRPO Press Club.
Thank you again.
There you go. Sir Anton Tamayo, team manager of the University of Perpetual Health System Delta. The Perpetual Altas victorious again today, 55-54 over EAC. Pero hindi pa tayo tapos. When we return, we'll talk to more players here in the coverage. Of course, from Perpetual side, ito po yung final score na nakikita nyo. So abangan nyo po sino po yung kakausapin natin. Babalik tayo sa NCAA Season 98 in just a little bit.
What you need to know.
Watch Need to Know. Available on GMA News Facebook page and our YouTube channel.
Looking for news and latest information?
Yung pala almost more than a minute na pala ako hindi humihingi.
Watch GMA News and Public Affairs. Stand for truth.
The digital newscast where you can find the biggest stories of the week.
Binabaril kami talaga pag nasalaot kami. So kami, ano ang laban namin doon?
Dalawang ranger po namin ay pinagpuputokan po ng baril.
In-depth documentaries on issues, special reports,
and analysis on local and global affairs.
Mukhang hindi naman seryoso sa presidente na terminate yung MBFA.
Na wala tayong asahan sa Western Pharmaceuticals kasi nabili na yun eh.
That matter for every Filipino.
Oh. So,
gusto na lang daw po niyang umuwi na. Doon na lang daw po siya.
Alright, back to the coverage. Nagbabalik ang inyong NCAA Season 98, 55-54 win for the Perpetual Altas here. Now, some final numbers for you guys dito sa laban natin. Ikalawang laban natin ngayong hapon na to.
Again, a lot of numbers to discuss right now as we cannot really figure out. But losing by 1 point says about a lot of those things, those possessions na sinayang natin, the turnovers, the missed free throws, the missed box out. Kasi pagka natalo ka ng 1 point, you will not go back to that missed free throw by Robin the line, that missed layup by Robin down the line. You will go back deep from the jump ball pa lang ng Martin because ayun ang naging problema natin eh. Kasi babalikan mo yun eh. You have to go deep. The decisions that you make, the possessions that you gave up, the defense, the shots that you gave to the other team, ang dami mong pwedeng balikan kasi nga naman natalo ka lang ng 1 point.
1 point. So everything that happened that put you in that position in the end, yun yung dapat mong i-consider. Because especially for EAC, at least, the slow start that they had, down by 13 at halftime. And it turned out that, the performance of Perpetual, despite stopping the Altas in the second half, that performance was enough for the Altas to win.
Yeah, yun nga yung sinasabi ni Coach Mike kanina, medyo coming into this next 2 games na meron sila. I would totally agree with what he was saying because as a coach, pagkalaban mo yung medyo nandun sa taas, ang dali mong i-motivate yung players mo eh.
Right.
Ang problema mo kasi, again, nothing against where EAC is right now, ang hirap hugutin yung inner fight sa inyo. Kaya naman, I really commend Coach Mike for being patient sa kanyang mga players. You saw Kim Aurin finally playing back, but he made a lot of bad decisions also on his shots. He made some, nothing against that. That's one thing they needed because nga naman, you only won by 1 point. Pero nga naman, now, ibang usapan na to pagkakalaban mo na is the defending champions. Kapag kalaban mo na is the San Beda Red Lions. Every possession now will be very important for you if you're Perpetual at kung gusto mo pang tumaas doon sa ating standings.
That's right. Well said, Coach Topex. Batiin ko muna. My mom is watching right now. My dad, my grandparents. My mom is a big fan of Coach Topex. Kasi galing talaga mag-analyze si Coach Topex and as a coach as well.
Thank you very much, Sir Martin. And I really have a great time covering these games with a lot of energy.
Lot of energy.
Kaya hindi pwede makipag-away.
Until later in the evening. I'm kidding. Okay, kausapin pa natin itong Perpetual Altas. We now go to another player. This is Peter Pan or Ray Joey Barcuma. Kasama ngayon ni Mix Venegas. Mix.
Gentlemen, kasama ko nga ngayon si Ray Barcuma or what we all know, Peter Pan. Ayan, Peter Pan, first of all, congratulations, syempre, dahil naipanalo nyo, naitawid nyo yung game, di ba? Kamusta naman yung feeling na, syempre at first, medyo nangarag kayo sa third quarter, di ba? So, kamusta yung feeling na finally napanalo nyo yung laro?
Sobrang sarap sa feeling kasi napanalo namin yung laro. Muntik na nga eh, kasi parang third quarter, nag-collapse na naman kami, nag-relax, nawala yung intensity ng defense namin.
Okay, so ito, coming from your last game against the San Sebastian Golden Stags na last Saturday, medyo naging physical yung laro nyo nun and you guys were only given 2 days of training for this match. Nakapagpahinga ba yung buong team o talagang no rest for the team para lang maipanalo ang larong to?
Una-una, pag kinabukasan, nag-film viewing lang kami, tapos tingnan namin yung mga iyak, mga play, tapos afternoon, light practice lang, tapos shooting, ganun.
So, you mentioned kanina na nawala kayo sa momentum sa third quarter, going to fourth. Sa tingin mo, what went wrong during that time? Kasi grabe rin yung puntos ng EAC nung third quarter eh.
Yun nga, parang pag lamang kami, parang magre-relax, tapos nawala yung namin, intensity sa defense, yung gigil, di katulad ng first half na diin talaga. Dapat pagdating ng third, parang first half pa rin.
Tama, dapat talaga masustain ng maayos yung game simula. Kung ano yung papakita nyo dapat sa first, dapat masustain talaga sa fourth kasi yun talaga yung magpapanalo. Now we proceed to this next challenge para sa'yo. Kailangan mo lang bumunot ng 3 questions from this, tapos tatanungin kita kung anong laman ng number na to. Okay? Sakto, number 3. Barcuma, number 3. Peter Pan, okay. Question, anong greatest dream mo?
Siguro, greatest dream ko, yung makalaro sa pro, yung mga PBA or sa ibang bansa. Ganun.
I think lahat naman yun, pangarap din ng player. Siyempre, makalaro yung mga veterans na gusto nating makalaro din in the future. Okay, next. Bunot ka ulit. Okay. Ang question, in 3 words, paano mo i-describe ang sarili mo?
Joyful.
Joyful.
Energetic.
Energetic.
Funny.
Funny. Oh, yun daw nagpapadescribe sa kanya, guys. Okay. Last question. For this one. Okay. Ang last question mo ay, sinong pinakamabait sa team? Bakit? Naku, gandahan mo yung sagot dito.
Pinakabait sa team, si Jello Rason.
Bakit?
Sobrang bait nun. Hindi ka talaga nun. Aalagaan ka nun.
Ayan, maalaga daw sila doon. Okay. Bunot dahil dyan, bunot ka pa ulit ng isa pa. Isa pa. Okay. Next question mo ay, eto, anong paborito mong dessert?
Paborito ng dessert ko, Kasi siguro, ice cream.
Ice cream? Bakit ice cream?
Gusto ko lang malamig tas matamis.
Malamig tsaka matamis. Totoo, it makes sense naman. Ako, mahilig ako sa matamis eh. Okay, ito. Last question. Ayan. Okay. Ang tanong ay, anong mas ayaw mo? Ipis o daga? Bakit?
Pwede parehas. Ayaw parehas.
Parehas? Dapat isa lang. Ano mas
ipis.
Ipis kasi?
Ayaw talaga ng ipis. Natakot ako ng ipis.
Wala na pag lumilipad din.
Oo, yun.
Wag talaga lilipad. Okay, that's it. Maraming salamat, Peter Pan, for your time. Once again, congratulations for winning the game against the EAC Generals. And that's it for Ray Barcuma. Back to you. Syempre, bago tayo bumalik, nakalimutan ko tanungin, Peter Pan, sino yung gusto mong batiin? Syempre, yung friends and family mo.
First of all, papasalamat ako kay Lord God sa panalo na binigay niya sa amin. Binabati ko pala yung Perpetual Community, tama yung family, Boss Anton, Boss Alta, Perpetual Perp Squad, family ko, si Mama Joy, si Pia, si Daddy, mga relatives ko, friends, mga coaches ko, especially maraming salamat sa lahat.
Ayun, maraming salamat din, Peter Pan. And once again, congratulations on winning this game against the EAC Generals. And that's it. Thank you once again, Barcuma, Peter Pan. And that's it. Back to you, panel.
Thank you so much, Mix. That's Ray Joey Barcuma back in double figures with 10 points. And again, as per usual, some pesky defense played by Barcuma today.
Peter Pan Barcuma brings in the energy that this team is injecting on. Ang ganda ng palaging pasok niya. Yes, meron man siyang minsan yung speed niya hindi niya na dun sa bola, that's why but still you gotta give credit to this player.
That's right. Again, energizer to ng second unit. Minsan nagsisimula para sa kanilang team. Today, I think he came off the bench because it was Cuevas who started the game for Coach Mike Sagigit. But this Perpetual team, and they're now 4-3 despite these difficult finishes in games. They're still getting the job done. Ang importante na nanalo pa rin.
As coaches, there's always a thing that you always say na winning has a lot of flaws. So, minsan na-take for granted because nanalo eh. Okay lang. But talking to Coach Mike kanina, he knows the problem of his team, which is good. Because the fact that alam niya, it's easier for him to explain to the players that he has. Kasi nga naman, Martin, if you're gonna look at the standings, sobrang dikit eh. One win could propel you to the top. A loss could really bring you down. As we look at the team standings right now, masyadong dikit eh.
Right now, the Altas are at number 6. Right behind number 5 Arellano, pero pareho sila ng record dyan. Only half game behind the JRU Happy Bombers, who has occupied that number 4 spot. Pero hinahabol ng JRU itong San Beda, 4-2 na rin. Na nangyari kanina, itong resulta ng dalawang teams na ito, nangyari kanina in our first game because JRU had that big win against San Beda in our first offering earlier. Pero yung LPU, saya naman ni Coach Torres, LPU and the Benil Blazers sitting on top with identical records, 5-1.
It's kind of deceiving, Martin, eh. Kasi nga naman, yes, 5-1, parehas ang LPU Pirates at itong CSB Blazers. Pero kung titingnan mo kasi napakalapit lang eh. Nakakatakot yung mga teams like the Stags, at obviously alam naman na itong Letran, may Arellano ka pa. So, ang hirap ma-deceive ka dito sa standings natin. Okay, medyo number 1, number 2 ako. But one loss could just bring you down, all the way down. Dun sa hindi nga gitna medyo mapupunta ka sa dulo
Dahil earlier in the season, or at least 2 weeks ago, it was Arellano was number 1, 3-1. But in a difficult stretch, it went 1-2. Napunta sila ngayon sa number 5. So again, this is not yet over. Only we're just seeing a small part of the picture dito sa NCAA Season 98 at tabayanan pa natin kung anong mangyayari. Siyempre sa darating na home stretch ng first round going into the second round of the season. But we'll talk to one final player from the Altas. Eto ulit, si Chloe Carillo.
Thank you, Martin. I'm now with veteran shooting guard Kim Aurin, who's finally back after a 1-game absence and with a win for today's game. So, unang question ko sa'yo, Kim, a very crucial moment sa huling segundo ng fourth quarter. Nagkaroon ng miscommunication between you and Mark Omega. How did you feel sa play na yun, sa miscommunication na yun?
Sobrang sakit, alam mo, coming from the timeout, mag-turn over kami ng ganun. Pero, syempre, nakita namin yung oras. May oras pa, kaya kayang-kaya pa. Hanggat hindi pa tapos yung oras, kaya pa manalo.
And you worked through that nga, pero one goal na hindi pa na-achieve masyado ng Perpetual Altas is consistency when it comes to the first and second half. So, ano yung comments mo in terms of the team performance, in terms of consistency naman?
Siguro kailangan namin, doblein yung effort namin, lalo na pagdating sa second half. Kasi pagdating talaga sa second half, nawawala kami. So, ayun, papraktisin namin sa trainings namin.
And yes, the next game is another opportunity to do better for the Perpetual Altas. So ano yung aabangan natin dun sa tapatan nyo versus Letran?
Yung Letran talagang lahat ng players nila is skilled, malakas talaga sila. Pero syempre hindi namin bibigay yung panalo sa amin.
Okay, Kim, so alam namin game na game ka on the court. Kaya tingnan natin if off the court kaya mong sagutin ang mga questions natin dito sa ating box. So try mo nang bumunot ng first question mo. Okay, number 11. Okay, number 11. Ang first question natin for Kim Aurin, anong mas mahalaga sa'yo? Kailangan ka dahil mahal ka o mahal ka dahil kailangan ka? Paulit. Okay, one more time. Ito ha. Anong mas mahalaga sa'yo? Kailangan ka dahil mahal ka o mahal ka dahil kailangan ka? Wow, very serious question.
Mahal ka dahil kailangan ka.
Bakit?
Yung una pala yung una.
Mahalaga, kailangan ka dahil mahal ka.
Oo.
Bakit naman yun?
Siyempre, sa buhay, hirap ng tanong.
Yun nga. Mas mahirap yung tanong nito or yung turnover kanina?
Yung tanong.
Okay.
Pwede next question na.
Okay. So, yun, basta yung mahalaga, kailangan ka dahil mahal ka. Yun ang sagot mo. Okay, next question. Go ahead. Choose wisely. Okay, number 10 naman. Number 10 ay ito. Bagay na di mo kayang i-let go at bakit?
Siguro shoes, basketball shoes. Siyempre kasama na sa buhay namin yan mga basketball player. Ayun.
Okay. Shoes, meron ka bang particular shoes na hanggang ngayon nandun pa rin sa collection mo?
Itong Kyrie 7 na suot ko.
Ayan.
Kasi swerte sa akin.
Okay. And yun na nga, we have learned so much things from Kim Aurin ngayon and very deep thoughts mo, and we are excited for your next game and congratulations again with the great win. Now, back to the panel.
Chloe, thank you so much. Okay, kasama natin doon si Kim Aurin na napaisip.
Napaisip. Medyo, yun nga yung sinasabi niya, medyo challenging.
Yeah.
But again,
parang mas na-stress pa siya doon kaysa doon sa mga nangyari doon sa game. But Kim Aurin, in the fourth quarter, came alive, had 6 points, yun. I think all of them came in the fourth quarter. Coach Topex and was able to deliver. Pero that was a tough finish for the Altas. Ito naman, babalik tayo bukas. What do you think of this game? Mapua Cardinals kontra Benil Blazers. Mapua 0-7, hungry for a win. Benil, they wanna continue what they're doing so far.
A tale of two tapes para naman dito sa dalawang koponan, magkaiba ng direction ng pinupuntahan. The team from Taft, medyo paangat ng paangat, holding on to that number 1 spot, pero naman itong team sa Intramuros medyo nag-struggle. Tingnan naman natin itong second game.
Second game naman. Letran Knights kontra San Sebastian. Parehong teams galing sa talo. Letran 2 consecutive losses. But I think they'll have Louis Sangalang, Brent Paraiso. Unsure if they'll have Pau Havilinar back, but we'll see. Magandang tapatan po yan sa second game. Coach Topex, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir.
There you go. On behalf of the entire team, my partner Coach Topex Robinson, our courtside reporters Chloe Carillo and Migs Venegas, and our director, Direk Abet Ramos. This is Martin Javier saying thank you for watching all of our games this afternoon, pati na rin po sa panonood kanina sa Game On. But again, we're just getting started with our basketball week. We'll be back tomorrow dito pa rin po sa loob ng Phil Oil Eco Oil Center for another set of games as we continue the action in your NCAA Season 98 live only on GTV.